very much, a whole year.
Wow. Hasn't it gone quick?
It's gone really, really quick, but you know what? I've loved every minute.
Oh, that's good to know. We
Still
have as
here.
well. And of
Same.
course, during the course of that year, our lovely Julia joined us.
Yeah, my trouble and strife on TV.
I love it.
Thank you.
You know we're mates. It was a no-brainer, and it's a pleasure to have Julia.
Oh yeah,
involved
and
with
I
me.
love it because you both come at things from different slants.
Yeah, which is why
Very
we wanted
different
to do
styles.
this. It's a bit of a special treat for you at home because normally we wouldn't do this. Obviously, flowers are my thing, but let's just see what Julia does with them later. I mean, I'll tell her if it's not good, is it? But
You're giving your marks out. He's got his little table, he's got his little burners over there. So maybe a 7, you never
I'll
know.
be throwing pearls that you can stick them on.
Glitter.
She might throw them back.
Probably would
Or
do,
pokey
to be fair.
tools.
Oh, yeah. Now, of course, both of you here. Now, Julie, you're going to be doing the first demo
I am,
for
yes.
us.
Yes, so I'm going to trot off and get ready if that's okay.
No
Yeah,
problem
go
at
on,
all.
crack
See you in a bit.
Crack
See you
on.
a little bit later. Now, get to work straight away. Now, of course, we have got the
Shall we
bumper
want to
bundle.
swap sides? Because it feels a bit strange to
yeah,
me.
I was trying to
There
figure
you
out which
go.
way round we are.
It's
Yeah,
bizarre
that's
because
better
I'm
now.
looking at it the wrong way.
No.
Hello.
There we go. This looks just like you over here. Now, we've got
Is
a
he as young
bumper
as me?
bundle. Oh, no. You're much, much better model.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Now, we've got a bumper bundle which we're sharing with you because this is the way the majority of people have been getting a hold of
It
these.
is, yeah. It makes the most sense. I'm going to let you do all the numbers because it just
Okay.
confuses me.
Wonderful. So just for the record, we've got 2 sets. So if you look down the side here, you'll see that you've got 2 sets of stamps, 2 sets of dies that all come together. So if you're kind of looking at this side of the stencil that we've got here, you've got all of these and you've got a £5 saving, which is brilliant, but we're going to come away from that because we've got a second bundle over here, the other side of the stencil. And again, with this one, you are saving £5. Now, if you're looking at getting both of them together, let's forget about the stencil just for a few moments. That £10 saving that you have generated through those 2 sets carries on over, but then you get an additional £5 saving, bringing everything to £130.92. But now, if you're a Freedom member, you are saving a little bit more as well. So that £10 saving, you are going to get an additional £18.09, bringing it down to £117.83.
Oh, that's incredible.
That is a brilliant, brilliant saving. And if you've not ordered from one of Phil's shows yet, then you will actually get that stencil included. But that stencil comes to you in a variety of different ways.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. So it's gift with purchase. So
Yes.
it's purchase from my show. That's the stencil that you're likely to get. So to put all this in a nutshell, this is my 3rd hour. I feel like I've been here all day, but it's gone so quickly. So Hayley's just explained to you, you get the elegance flower, you get the sweetheart flower as one bundle, you get all the flowers, stamps, and you get all the dies that cut them out. And again, with the other 2, you've got the romantique and you've got the enchanted flower. All 4 I've designed specifically to complement each other. You know me, you know,
nice,
flowers
yeah.
on my cards. You know that there's no point me just bringing you one set of flower stamps and one set of flower dies because you're going to be saying to me, where's the rest, Phil?
Yes, yeah.
So I wanted you to be able to use that set on its own, create a completely unique look, that's it, or be able to mix and match
And I
the
like
whole
this because
set.
you've got different shaped petals. Some are more pointed, some have got those lovely hearts involved with
You're
these.
absolutely right, but
Really
they're all
pretty.
4 petals.
Yes.
So 4 petals is going to be my thing because for me, as somebody who uses lots and lots of flowers on a card, it means I can shape them, mould them, twist them, bend them, whatever I want to do and make them look different
This is the key
on
thing.
their own and when you mix and match the
That's
flower
it.
sets.
Amazing deal, I have to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. It's a lot. I mean, you've got
You're getting it,
59 stamps
yeah.
and 40 dies.
Yes.
Right, can you just grab me one of the dies,
Yeah,
please?
sure, no
Sorry,
problem.
I've not seen you for ages and I'm
It's
just...
already
I'm
started.
here. I'm here. Look,
Okay.
let's just look at the size of these dies. These
I
are
didn't
not...
realise how many you got.
Yeah,
Wow.
you've got 10 on each set, so
Yes.
you've got 40 dies. So the largest one is almost 7 centimetres.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that in
That's
itself...
a really good.
you know
I mean,
you're
you think
paying-
about 4 centimetres.
yeah, yeah. And then you go down to the bottom one. So at the bottom, I'll just make that a little bit straighter for you. Can you see you've got 3 there the same size?
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
And then above that, you've got 2 the same size.
Yes,
so for
yeah.
me, again, I'm going to say it again, somebody who uses lots of flowers, these are the ones that I spend the most time cutting
Yeah.
because you tend to use like
Have more
6
than
or
one of
8
them,
or
yeah.
more of the smaller flowers. So you've got 3 there and you've got 2 there that repeat. So you've got more.
Beautiful.
The stamps.
I mean, the detail that you've got within these stamps, we're
they're
used to having
incredible.
detail, but you've
Yeah.
got kind of the little flecks in there.
It looks amazing. So whether you just use them with ink pads, whether you use them with embossing powders, you're going to get perfect results every time. And you can see that I would have had, I had
There's a
more
lot
space
of
on
stamps
there. So there is a lot of stamps there. So at the bottom, look, can you see we've got a second design?
Yeah.
So those 2 smaller dies
Yes.
have got an exclusive design of stamp.
Ah,
that you can use with. You've got the dotty one as well.
Yeah.
But you've got also the exclusive one there.
Very nice.
And that's in all 4 sets.
Like
so
that.
I've crammed as much as I possibly could.
And do you know what I like about it? Because you are known for bringing sentiments to us, but you haven't put sentiments in this, which means I've got more flowers. And I like that idea.
It would have been a waste of space.
Exactly.
I want you to get the most you can from these.
Definitely.
And this is the best price you're ever going to see these for. And I'm going to say it again because I doubt it's going to last all weekend. But if you are a Freedom member, that £27 something saving.
Yeah.
Is effectively one of the die sets and half of the stamp sets for nothing.
Really good buy.
This is the time to do it.
Definitely. Beauty is you can spread it over 3 payments as well. You probably noticed on the screen there, as a Freedom member, it's an amazing deal that you can get a hold of for just £39.28. That's delivered to your door. Everything will be delivered to you, and then you can start crafting. Yes, you've got your 2nd and 3rd payments to go through, but just to let you know that over half the stock has gone. That's a weekend stock. We've only done, is this the 4th show?
This is the 3rd.
3rd show. Oh my goodness, even more urgency.
I really want you to get that. I know it's a lot of money, but it's such a lot. But this is the best time. This is the best price you're ever going to see these. So if you are going to use them, this is the time to get them.
Now you may well have recognised things like the pearls, the background papers as well. Don't forget we have got those available for you as well. So do check those out, and we will see them as the hour progresses. But I just love the complexity.
Really
of course you can.
You know that one you showed
can
earlier.
I? You do anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just being polite. This one, this is one my sister made, and she sent me a photo on whatever, text or whatever, and she said, do you like this? And I'm like, do you know what, I absolutely love that. This is all the small.
Oh, like little vellum.
Yeah, so you know how you've got the 3 dies for the small ones, all on vellum with the new twinkly embossing powders. How fab does that look? You can create bigger flowers from the smaller flowers.
And that's kind of using the scraps. It's turning scraps into usable pieces.
She said it's scraps. I'm like, really? It looks fab.
Love it.
A few more pearls needed, but hey ho.
There you go. Now, if you wanted to get hold of all of these, then 221-253 is the all-important item number. You can decide to spread the cost over 3 payments if you so choose. And, of course, if you're a Freedom member, those payments come down because you've got the Freedom members discounted price. And if you are watching from overseas, Europe or America, then that deal applies to you guys as well. And what an amazing deal. 40 dies in there, 59 stamps.
I know.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. It's really, and I mean the dies are in A4 packaging because I couldn't get them in A5 packaging, so they're in A4. That shows you how big they are. Because there's no point me bringing you half a dozen little flowers. You want the big ones to be able to shape them. Yeah.
Now, one thing you might want to add in, because of course with many of the flowers we see foliage. It's a key part, really, isn't it?
Yeah. It is a key part, and what you're getting here are both. These are brand new. We've brought such a lot of new stuff today.
It's not this one. We'll be talking about this one in a few moments, won't we?
Yeah,
so it's these two together.
It's the 2 leaf sets. So you've got the lush leaves and you've got the leafy fronds. Yeah. So I know you could have just had a day off. Sorry. Oh, well, you reckon the set?
I went to move that one out of the way. It all went a bit wobbly, and I'm like, oh.
I did that earlier. Nearly knocked everything off. It's this look. Ooh. So I've turned them round so you can actually see them. They're all in my signature teal, as are the flowers, yeah. But can you, if you zoom in on either one of these, I'm not directing from the floor, I promise, but just zoom in for me.
You are a little bit.
So,
to be fair.
Can you see you've got the extra lines on the middle of the...
Oh, yes,
on
it's like
each
an Indian and out, yeah.
It's actually a debossed line, so most of the foliage dies that you'll find will give you an emboss.
Yes.
Debossed is my thing, as you know, and you can just show any of these, because they've all got that on. Yeah.
The amount of detail that you've got with these, you can see when you actually go right in, it's giving the finer detail with regards to those leaves, as you can see there.
Is it easier to see on
professional results.
It's easy. And it's in one pass.
Yes.
So you don't have to put them through your machine and then put them through with a rubber mat. You'll get that effect in one go. Yeah.
And there you go. You can see there's a tilt that forward.
It's just so beautiful. And it's really quite elegant, and it's something a little bit different.
Isn't it just? Like that idea. And again, of course, those fabulous flowers that we've been chatting about in the bumper bundle. £21.98. You're looking at what, about £7.33 and a bit pence if you're adding this alongside your bumper bundle.
It makes sense.
And it makes sense because, like you say, they're good sizes as well.
They
and
are.
Of course, you can slip into them if you wanted to.
Yeah, and you've got a left and a right on both of them. And the reason I've designed, I mean, these are the first 2 that I've ever brought you, so this is the time to get them.
Right,
yeah, because obviously I've saved these, especially for the weekend. And what I've done is I've made sure you've got one that's really delicate with the fronds, and then you've got one that's got more rounded leaves.
More of a contemporary look,
so you can shape them as well, and they mould really quite nicely.
There you go. If you fancy adding those in, 4 dies there for £21.98. definitely worth doing. Now, you can't fail to notice the large stamp to the side now, and that stamp, sorry, die. Now, this is something new, isn't it? I've not seen the rounded corners.
No, these are brand new.
Okay.
So you've seen the double deboss,
Yes.
we've got the ovals, the circles and what have you. So many people have said, please do rounded corners.
Nice,
I remember texting Julia saying, shall we do rounded corners? And she went, yes, yes.
Yeah.
So I've got the rectangles on my show. Julia, who's on after me, has the squares.
Okay.
They've both been very busy. Shall I turn that? Have we got another one to show you?
Oh, I don't know. I've got one here to show with an actual finished sample. You can see, obviously, that signature double debossed around the edge there.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. It gives a really professional finish. I think that's the key thing. As does that rounded corner. I think once
It's
you get,
gorgeous.
I remember years and years ago getting a corner rounded punch, and once I'd used it, it was on everything.
Yeah.
I didn't go back
because
to just the straight corners.
It's timeless, isn't it?
Is,
the
yeah.
rounded corner.
It just looks lovely.
And these are the actual dies. So I'm just going to tell you how big they are. They're obviously in my teal. So the largest one is 20 centimetres by 16.7 centimetres wide. It's massive. And the smallest one is 4.8 centimetres by 15. So perfect for your little tags and your mini sentiments. These will work with the original plain edge rectangles as well.
Perfect.
So you will
portrait
get
or landscape as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Third of the stock has gone with those, so 203854 if you're wanting to get hold of those. Please add them in. Again, $34.99, a really good price with regards to those. Now, the papers that we were touching on earlier on, we have got those available for you as well. We're getting all of these.
Yeah.
Oh, my
80
goodness.
sheets.
80
sheets, yeah.
Wow. Have you had to bang on the head?
No, this is what I keep them all at the same price. So these are there are actually 4 new sets of papers over the weekend. Wow. I've got the polkas and pinstripes because they're perfect for the flower stamps. Well, you can see just looking how pretty they look.
I didn't say you can't put dots and stripes together. I mean, that looks amazing.
Yes. It looks incredible. And what you've got is you've got a positive and a negative in the polka dots. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And you have a thin and a pinstripe and a thicker stripe in the stripes. But these are not just plain papers. But I'll show you in a minute. You've got an ombre effect.
Totally different look.
Yeah. You've got an ombre effect, so you go from, like this one here, look, is going from a beigey brown into the blue.
Nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. Again,
I love this
do
one.
love
This is one that I
polka
made
dots.
myself.
One
So
of my
this is using one that's
favourites.
got the turquoisey teal colour that fades into a green. They're really, really pretty papers. They're 190 GSM. You have 5 colourways, 4 designs, 20 sheets and ×2, so 40 of each.
There's lots there, so plenty for you to craft with.
I made that. My
This is
sister
a
made
lovely
it. I'm
idea.
like, really? That's cracking. There's
I
another
love
one down here.
that.
Let me show you this one.
Oh, wow.
She says, yeah, it's dead easy to do them that way. It is if you know. But how fab does that look
That
using your
looks
scraps
brilliant.
of papers on?
Very effective,
Yeah,
like
I'll
those.
get her to put it
as
on the blog.
There you go. Now, if you fancy getting hold of these, just £21.98. Again, very affordable. You can see all these fabulous papers on their way to you, 80 of those, and if you wanted them, it's 658-435. Now, we're going to let Phil pop off for a few moments because we're going to go and join up with our lovely Julia. I've got news for you, though, about those embossing powders that we saw earlier on. These are now limited in stock, so if you are wanting set 1, you need to be quick. Do not miss out on these ones. £14.97. You've got your soft peridot, your soft rose, and your soft azure. You're going to have to be quick with those, folks. So 650-853. Another set that you might be adding into your basket, I've got a feeling that you're going for both of these because this one, again, is limited in stock. Again, if you're wanting your soft lavender, your soft cornflower, and your soft aqua, you need to be speedy quick with these ones. £14.97. Do not leave it to the end of the hour. Now, if you're wanting your pearls, I was about to say to you that they are extremely limited in stock. Oh, the embossing powders. Oh, they've gone. Gosh, you have to be quick with those, don't you? Oh, right, okay. Phone calls, I think we might be calling Phil out of the studio to have a little chat. In other good nature, Rainbow Dreams, Violet Clouds and Spearmint Waves. I like the sound of these. These are limited in stock as well. These are those gorgeous pearls, £16.47 if you're wanting those. The vellum, it did sell out earlier on during one of the previous shows. It's now on extended delivery. It's only a week, so it's not too long to wait, and you're getting 30 sheets there for £17.99. The 6th of March, now it's saying limited stock, and they do ignore that for a few moments, but I'm just saying it probably will end up that way as the weekend goes because it's already sold out once. So 790682 if you are wanting to get hold of those. Now, if you've not placed an order during one of Phil or Julia's shows already, then you will be obviously ordering during this one, and what you'll be getting is, as your free bonus gift, you will be getting a fabulous little stencil.
Yes,
This is pretty, isn't it?
This is like a 4-in-1, so you've got a border for each of the designs designs of flowers in different sizes. So, or you could obviously just doodle round them or whatever. So, but it's like on my show we've got 3 of Trudy's stencils, and it's got this top with the hole in it, so it's great for storage.
Alongside it. Yeah. Now, if you did watch Julia's shows earlier on and you've ordered from one of Julia's shows, what did you have?
I got a stamp set.
Okay, so if you've already got your stamp set from Julia's show, you can order again during this ad and you will get the stencil. But there's different items that kind of generate that, so yeah, do bear that in mind. But if you're going for the bumper bundle, then this will be on its way to you. Okay, what are we up to?
Okay, so we're going to do a stepper card. I did do a stepper card in my previous hour on my shows with Trudy stamps, but it's this thing where, you know, you do something that you haven't done for ages and then you do it to death. So I'm doing a stepper again. Yeah, okay. So we're doing this one.
Oh, that's pretty.
So we're using some of Phil's new papers. We're using the Arty Sentiment coins and the medallion wrap from the Arty set. We've also got the Sweetheart Flowers stamps and dies on here as well, and we've also got the beautiful verse. So there's a few different kind of bits and pieces on here.
Okay.
But it is very straightforward to do. So what we'll do is do a bit of stamping first.
Okay.
And I've got I'm using, the 2 colours I'm using are the Lavender Meadow from Phil's cardstock and also the Pure White.
Okay. Just very quickly, yeah, they have gone. We knew that they were going to, but it was just a case of when. They have gone. But if you join our Julia, you've got some pearls on your show,
I've got a different set of 3. Yeah. So with the pearls, once they've gone, that's it.
Okay. So, yeah, if you missed out on these ones, make sure you stay tuned at 8 o'clock, because when Julia comes up...
Don't take them all away, though, because I want one of them. Yeah. I don't take any of those away because I put those in my pocket. Don't tell Phil though.
He's dozed off now, you're fine.
Right, okay, so first of all we're going to stamp our medallion wrap. So I'm going to use Phil's anti-static bag, which is end of core, onto my Pure White, and I've pilfered one of Phil's acrylic blocks here, which isn't quite big enough, but it doesn't matter because I don't actually need the whole of the coin.
Okay.
This is a new set because Phil's only likes clean stamps, so so obviously it's not been off its sheet before. He doesn't throw them away, he just uses them in his workshop, so it's all recycling anyway, isn't it? So
now, how do we get hold of this stamp?
This is on the show.
Is it on the set?
Yeah, it might not be out, but it's definitely on this show. So this is your Arty Sentiment coin medallion wrap or something like that. It's a long title. And I'm taking my Wow embossing pad, which I know is available on the Hochanda website.
It is indeed.
So give it lots and lots of tapping because it's a really big detailed stamp.
Now, this is a brand new stamp, not been used before. Is there anything that we need to know? Do we need to prime it, get it ready at all? Oh, okay.
I never do. Sometimes if I don't know how a stamp's going to stamp, I will actually stamp it onto some copy paper and have a look at it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you need to learn how a stamp's going to behave and where its kind of sweet spots are, especially if you're not using a stamping press.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know, live on air, we're just going to go for it, aren't we? So
that's the excitement.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I know that I've seen Phil before. Now, if you did want all the extra little bits that don't fit, you just push down on the photopolymer here, and then you'll get it. But like I say, I'm not that bothered because I'm not going to use the whole thing anyway.
Okay.
But I am going to give it a good old press because it's a meaty stamp.
That's a good phrase, isn't it?
A meaty stamp, yes. Right, try not to make too much mess, else he'll go balmy at me when he comes back in again. And then I've just put it down. This is your twinkling embossing powder, the soft lavender.
Okay, now I think this is set 2 if I remember rightly.
So we're going to give it a little shake because obviously there's the glitter in there and there's the powder.
Okay, now I did give you the news that this set had sold out. We have managed to get hold of more stock of them. Oh, look at that, Julia.
It's a lovely colour, isn't it?
That's gorgeous. £14.97. You can get hold of it again using the same item number. It's the 3rd of March dispatch with regard to that, which isn't too long to wait, is it? Oh, look at that.
I flicked a little bit too hard
and
there.
Similar story with regards to set 1 as well. So, yeah, if you wanted to get both sets, then you can get them again.
Can you do
Of course I can. You ask so much nicer than
Thank you.
Phil.
I know. Here, you do that, Hayley.
Exactly.
That's what you said, isn't it? I'm going to put that to one side because I'm going to actually stamp a flower as well while I'm at it. So I'm going to go for the second largest of the Sweetheart flowers. and use my, I don't like that big one, I want the smaller one. I've only got little hands, so I like the smaller of the
Okay,
blocks.
can I just sneak in and get the lid?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Don't put it on too tight though, because we're going to
use it again?
We're going to use it again, yeah. So then we're going to stamp our sweetheart flower again with our wow embossing powder.
This is pretty. I like the way that the heart's been incorporated in as the petal.
This is my favourite.
Clever, yeah.
This is my favourite. I can't remember the name of all the rest because I like this one.
I like that.
So, but I find this. I mean, I'm really naughty because I haven't used the others yet, but I will because obviously flowers are timeless.
The nice thing about this one is each side of that heart you could kind of curl it the opposite direction.
And it's also,
get lots of
for me, it's
forward.
really easy to line the die up.
Yes, that's a good
I'm not
point.
saying the others are difficult, but this one I was drawn to straight away.
I don't know if you need to give that a bit of a shake or not. But
No, it'd be all right.
Okay.
Yeah, we shook it before, didn't we?
The sparkle that you've got on this
It's
is
lovely,
phenomenal.
isn't it? Yeah, really special.
Can you understand why they went so quickly earlier on?
Yeah.
And the detail as well. I mean,
It's
the
so
lines,
fine, yeah, so fine.
Because bearing in mind, I mean, you've got a fine line there to start with, so you know that you're going to need a kind of a fine-tuned embossing powder, but the fact that it's got glitter in there and you're still managing to get it on there, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Gorgeous
And
colour.
it really does twinkle.
Yeah.
And with twinkling embossing powders, you have to watch them twinkle, and when they stop twinkling, that's when their heat's set.
Okay.
It's a lot harder to see than regular ones.
Yeah.
But if I move across it, I know Phil likes heating from below, but we have this argument. What's he saying?
Behind, not below.
Below.
I'm not sure what the difference
Well, I'm a
is.
top girl anyway, so.
You're a top girl.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Good to know, Julia.
He's giggling in the
That's the
background.
word. I know.
I know. Doesn't take much to set him off.
Looking forward to this weekend because you've got loads of shows between the two of you. haven't
We
you?
have, yeah. I think today's the heaviest
Okay.
with the most shows because obviously it's the
the launch of everything,
yeah.
isn't it?
Then
Yeah.
there's 3 shows tomorrow and one on Sunday. One on Sunday. But, you know, I don't know what day of the week it is. So I'm getting really confused.
Oh, Phil will keep you up to speed with that, don't you worry.
I
He'll be
don't
telling
think
you
he knows
next
what
Sunday.
day of the week it is either.
Now, we've had shows right the way through. What time was the launch hour this
The
morning?
launch hour was at 10 a.m.
Nice, okay.
With Phil. Then I was on at 2 with Trudy's stamps.
Lovely.
Then Phil had another hour at 4. We've got this hour, and then I'm on immediately afterwards at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, okay, so do make sure you go back and watch those shows. You can go back and watch for up to 60 days now on our website as well. So it's worth going back and having a little look because you'll see lots of the items that we've got in this hour were used and demonstrated in those other hours, but different techniques.
So there's our kind of
That's pretty. Look at the
twinkling
sparkle there.
and our flower.
It almost looks foiled now.
Yeah. So then what you do is to cut your flowers out. I'm not going to do it because I've already cut them out. You just take your coordinating die.
Okay.
And we can see, oh, in fact, is that the right one? I don't think that's the right one. I think it's the next one up, that one. You just place it over the top, and for me, you can see the points
Yes.
there,
Yeah.
and that'll cut out perfectly.
Spot
So
on,
that will end
lovely.
up cutting out
Ooh.
like that.
Very nice.
Okay. And with the circle, I've just cut out a section of it, so I've not got the whole thing because I wanted a smaller piece.
Okay.
And I didn't want to tease you with the circle dies because we sold out of those.
Oh, right, okay, fair
and then
enough.
I've got a mat in the elegant ebony.
Wonderful.
And-
Just
sorry.
to let you guys as well, rapidly approaching 60% of the whole day stock. Bear in mind this is the whole weekend's stock. Yeah, bearing in mind this is the 4th hour now. So yeah, you've got the details on your screen there. If you're looking at placing your order, do it sooner rather than later because when we start getting to that kind of figure, it starts getting a little bit tricky. So yeah, just getting nice and early.
Yeah, especially overnight as well when
Yeah,
you come in at
yeah.
9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Surprised how busy those shows are overnight.
Yeah. So for my flowers, I'm not using tweezers or anything. All I'm going to do is use my fingers. And what I've done is on the lavender card is I've stamped in the Nocturne Versifying Clear and added the crystal clear embossing powder.
What cardstock did you stamp on in the first place?
This is the lavender meadow
Nice.
of Phil's.
Okay.
But you can see how nicely they've cut out with the
Yeah.
dies. So all I'm using is my finger just to give it a little bit of shape that way.
Okay.
And I thought it was quite nice to have the contrasting colours of
Yes,
the card and the contrasting colours of the embossing. And then we're just going to glue those together.
Lovely.
Oh, his glue's messy, really messy. Why is your glue so messy?
Leonie.
Oh, Leo. Oh, well, yeah.
Leonie got her hands on it, yeah. Incidentally as well, that adhesive, if you do want to get hold of your glue, do check out, because there's some really good deals with regards to that one, and include the one that's on your screen there. It's a monthly mega deal, so you're saving £5, and you're getting a bundle where you're getting obviously the large bottle, the small bottle, and you're also getting kind of the tub that's got a little brush on it, which I think is a really clever idea.
Yes, it is, and it goes right to the bottom, the brush. So I'm using one of Phil's new tweezers, and I'm just going to pop my pearl in the centre there. Now the tweezers again are launching this weekend.
Oh, okay.
And they've all got a cap on them. So you've got these are the ones I wanted. These are the kind of rounded but precision ones.
Yeah.
So I like those. You've also got a very pointy.
Oh, wow, gosh, yeah.
Kind of straight ones, and then these are the ones that Phil likes. Phil likes these ones.
Oh yes, like the little claw, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you've got a set of 3.
Fabulous. They've been flying out already, and you can see $14.99 will get those. Just looking at those pearls there, amazing, because you kind of got 2 colours in
They are
the same.
two-tone, yeah, but unfortunately they've gone.
Just to let you know that half the stock has gone of the tweezers, so if you are looking at getting hold of those, then again, do it sooner than later.
Okay, so for my stepper, what I've got is I've got a piece of the pure white card, and I've trimmed it to 28 centimetres long,
right,
and I've scored it. What I did, I've taken I've got a rectangle of card, and I've drawn with a pencil along the length there.
Right, to get that right
division. Get the right, division.
Okay.
Then I've scored at 3, 6, 10, 14 all the way across, and 21.
Okay.
And then I've used a craft knife, and I've just cut between those 2 score lines there.
I'm glad you're doing this card, because Phil wouldn't have remembered all those measurements.
I've got them written down just in case. I've got them written down.
Don't tell him that.
Yeah, I have got them written down. And then you do your mountain and valley folds, and then you've got your stepper.
Lovely.
Okay. So we'll just decorate this now. It's very straightforward.
The papers, of course, with those beautiful polka dots, a lovely kind of ombre effect where it fades in and fades out, really pretty. And don't forget, you're going to get 80 sheets of those if you choose to go for them. Ever so affordable. You can see they're £21.98. And any of these additional items you could be adding in alongside your complete bundle and spreading the cost. And if you perhaps placed your order for the bumper bundle this morning, especially when it was launched, when we were really, well, it's still busy now, but always busy when it's launched, you can come back and order additional items, so don't worry about that. That's not a problem with that, but we'll let you know that with these ones, approaching half the stock has gone. It's a very elegant look. I do love a polka dot, I must admit.
So do I.
It's kind of like a fresh look to it,
has,
hasn't it?
Yeah, it's very modern as well, isn't it?
And easy to work with.
So I'm going to nick some of Phil's tape.
Okay.
Where's his scissors? He's got some scissors there. And I'm just going to add my circle to it. So this, like I say, this is very, very straightforward.
It's nice, but it's one of those ones that once you've created it and you've got those measurements right, you could be making lots of those bases and just having them to one side.
Oh yeah,
couldn't you?
absolutely.
And then just come back and revisit them and add your mats and layers, because you know all the dies that you've used to do the original ones. Yeah.
And here I've got an arty sentiment coin and one of the little sentiments, and I've stamped this in the Versafine Claire and embossed it in the clear. So that's going to go in the centre. So the sentiment coins have the arty ones have more kind of inspirational words in them, and but all the little sayings from both sets will fit in that centre bit. Then we've got all our panels.
Wonderful.
So obviously these are just about 1/8 of an inch smaller than our actual pieces, and sometimes it's easier to decorate them when it's flat. So again, I'm just using the Elegant Ebony card to mat them on, because black makes it pop. So we'll pop that.
Excuse me.
It's all right.
That's okay. I've got a little tickle.
I think there's a lot of tickles going on.
Yeah. I think it's when you get into the studio as well, the aircon kind of plays with your throat a
I know,
little bit.
poor Abs isn't very well at all, is he? He's going to struggle, I think, through his one-day special. Right, so two of the... So I managed to get two of these cards out to one A4 sheet, just a little bit of the contrasting colour. So, yeah, it's quite economical, really.
The nice thing as well is, if you do have any leftovers, say pieces that are big enough to make these little rectangles that you've got there, just keep them as a stash, because you've got the continuity of the polka dots, and more importantly, the separation between them and the size of the polka dots. It doesn't matter how many different colours you bring in, they'll all work together, because they've got the uniformity of those dots, so it kind of ties everything together, which is nice.
So we've got some
Like a
leaves.
rainbow effect.
I think these are the leafy fronds, and they've got, you can see that they've got the deboss detail on there. And but I haven't run it through the embossing sandwich on the machine.
Okay.
I've just used the cutting plate.
So a fair amount of the details come through,
yeah. I think that is the thing with the deboss, it does do that. So we're just going to do opposite sides. I'm not going to do millions of flowers like my mate over there, if I can get it to stick. You have to remember that if you're going on to anything kind of glittery, that glue will take a little bit longer to stick.
Okay.
So that one's going on the top, just doing opposites.
Okie dokie.
And just remember that, you know, you don't want to be too much over one side, especially when you're doing these little bits, because they're going to get in the way of that step. Then we've got two biggest flowers that are going to go top and bottom. And I've alternated whether I've had the purple on the top or the white on the top, just to give it, again, another little bit of interest. So, I mean, that in itself is just a nice card on its own. Then I've got some, what I've done with the verse from The Beautiful Life is I've actually cut it up.
Okay.
So we've got life is beautiful. Then we've got embrace it, love it, but most of all, no, embrace it, love it, treasure it. Is that how it goes? I think it is. Yeah, treasure it. Most of all, enjoy it.
For a moment, I thought it was one of those DIY furniture moments, and you've got an extra screw left over, and you don't know where it's meant to go.
Well, it doesn't matter actually. You don't have to have it all in there, do you?
That's true.
You know, you can really mess about and change it. That's the beauty of verses and sentiments and things. They're there for you to chop about, and if you were doing a journal, you would do that. You would have your words all over the place. Not necessarily, but you know what I mean. You could have, you could, you know, break them up. Obviously, you can edge these with a little bit of black ink if you wanted to, but we are going quite clean with this.
I like that though. I think it's nice. It kind of separates them out nicely.
Yeah. Let's just try and speed this up a bit, because gluing's a little bit boring, I know. And then we'll put the other flowers on and we'll be done.
Wonderful. Now, during this hour, that vellum has been very, very busy again. Did sell out, back on extended delivery, and I've seen it somewhere, so I might show you that a little bit later on. It's on the screen. It's not the most inspiring picture, as I'm sure you'll agree, but it is brilliant stuff, and we saw it obviously on many of those cards.
Lovely quality vellum.
It's beautiful when you've embossed it. So if you have gone for any of those embossing powders, make sure you add in that in, because you get a wonderful result. And it's just £17.99 there as well. Dispatched from the 6th of March, so that's not too long to wait for that. It's only a week or so. But you are getting loads within that particular bundle, so it's a really good weighty bundle actually. It's nice weight to it as well. It's not kind of a flimsy vellum, as you can see.
Do we know what the GSM is?
I don't know.
Does Philip know?
140.
140 that feels like to me.
Oh, you are funny. So, I know I should know.
Oh dear, he's deducting points now.
I don't care.
Do you know what? I got that feeling.
I don't take any notice. Right, so I don't know how many more flowers I want to put on here, but he'll say, put another one on. So we'll put...
Some pearls on it.
I've got pearls on already. Let's move that over a little bit if we can. I know we can't, it's stuck.
Glue sticks well.
It does
straight
stick
away.
well. Let's swap that little one over there. We'll put that little one up there, so you can always do it quite quickly. Although there we go. There we go. So it's fine if some of them are hidden, because it's like a surprise for you.
That's nice.
But there we go. And to get it to really, yeah, probably because it's got no glue on it. To get it to you know, to behave and to fold properly, if you just kind of put a weighty thing on it to you know, until it's set, and then it will sit nicely. Yeah,
that is beautiful. Everybody's going to be thrilled to bits with that. Lovely. Right now, and thank you, Julia.
Okie dokie.
Well, since I've seen a stepper card, and it's one of those ones, like you say, we have to revisit these things,
Yeah,
don't we?
you do. You forget sometimes that, you know, they're not necessarily new techniques, but they've not been seen for a while,
Exactly.
so they're fresh again.
Oldies but goodies, just
Yeah.
like myself. Details on your screen if you're wanting to go for that bumper bundle. And of course, you're going to get the dies, the stamps, and of course, if you want more inspiration, we can help you with that. Check these out. Absolutely beautiful.
Julia's suddenly got younger and obviously better looking.
Just as well that she's at the studio, she'd be lamping you on.
It won't be the first time she's clipped my ear, I can assure you.
No,
Love it though.
she actually does, isn't she? Now, of course, we are here because it's the weekend wow. At 10 o'clock this morning, this fabulous deal was launched to resounding success.
I know,
and we're
it's been
still
really busy.
busy
Thank
for
you,
it.
everybody.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Do you know why, Hayley? I mean, I've worked so hard on these. You know, they had to be perfect.
Yes.
And I was saying to Leonie when we launched, when I originally started doing the doodles, I've drawn 12 petals, 8 petals, 6, and I've finally settled on the 4 because they are the ones that we're going to use more often.
Well, the thing is, you can turn them into 8 petals, you can turn them into 16
You can
if you
indeed,
want to.
and that's just where my brain went to.
Yeah.
And also, if you've got other people's brands of flowers, let's face it, we all have.
Yeah.
I've got my spellbinders and everything. I can use those with any other brand that I've got. So you're again going to expand what you've got. The stamps are amazing as well. The stamps in their own right are absolutely beautiful.
Well, when Julia was stamping them out and adding the glittery embossing powder, I mean, the fine detail that you've got, phenomenal.
And let's not quibble. Look at that saving you're getting if you're a Freedom member.
Well, this is
and
it.
I'll just say it again, this is the time to do it because once the stock is gone, I won't be adding any more.
Well, that's the whole point of a weekend wow
I
on
won't
your
be adding
anniversary
any more.
weekend.
You will see them probably throughout the year, but you will never ever see them with that kind of discount
That's it.
again.
And 3 flexi buys on this one. That's the key thing.
I know it's
If
the
they
first
do
time I've
divide-
had 3 flexi.
Oh, is
It's lovely,
Oh,
isn't it?
terrific,
Means you can just keep chucking things in and
You
divide it by
can,
3.
Yeah, it spreads the cost, makes it more affordable. Got some fabulous finished samples, as you saw from the video earlier on. But I mean, the design team, you can see that how much
They've
fun
done
they've
an amazing
had.
job, yeah. And I always say, you can always tell by, you've only got
There's
to look. I
loads.
had 8 boxes of samples,
Oh, wow.
so that shows you how many we've got. We'll never be able to show you them all. But when you've designed something good, it means you just can't stop. You can't
Yes.
stop. And even I couldn't stop. And I'm not easy to please, as you know. But that's the whole beauty of it. It doesn't matter whether your style is pretty like mine is.
Yeah.
Even Leonie said she's not one for using flowers and things, but she would use the stamps in a different way to I would. That's clearly one of mine, yeah.
Well, the thing is, you've got the open petals. If you just wanted to use the dies by themselves, you could use all your techniques with these, your mixed media
And
projects.
here, that's a classic example. So I've used the new papers, the new vellum, but just use the dies without the stamps.
Yeah.
And then you start adding the stamps and you've got all that extra incredible detail. Oops.
Oopsie daisy, slippy
Just throw it
slidey.
at me if you don't
Oh,
like
these are
that
pretty.
one.
I just thought I would. Now we've got little fronds in these.
Yeah, they're not mine, but that just shows
It
you,
works
doesn't
with
it,
other
how
dies,
you can use other
like that.
people's things.
The foliage we saw earlier on, of course.
And I love that. That's just so
really
pretty.
isn't it?
It's so soft and delicate.
And
That's
it's
one of
nice
the
because you
sisters.
kind of got the fun and funky from stars there, but working with your florals.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, this is showing you how these work with things that I've brought you in the past. Flowers we're going to use constantly.
All the time, yeah.
And even on your Christmas, you can turn the fat petalled ones into poinsettias
Quite
just
easy.
by
And these
shaping
ones
them
would actually lend
differently.
themselves to. And that's again the
absolutely.
pointed petal. Beautiful. This is a nice one now with the metallic look.
I
Again,
love this one.
showing off all that
I love this one. In fact, you know, when we finish showing everybody the samples, I'm going to take 1 minute, sorry, Rose, to show you the cardstock because we've not shown you yet on any of the shows.
Wow.
I know. I know.
My goodness, who's made this one?
So this is by Alison, and this is using our fabulous fuchsia and olive grove cardstock.
It's
And that's the
beautiful.
white embossing powder onto the fabulous fuchsia.
This is pretty as well. Is
And
this
that's onto
pink
the
vellum?
vellum, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And that's been coloured in by the watercolour pen set too. Yeah.
I thought it was pink
I
vellum.
was going to demo that, but I'm not going to have time tonight, so I will demonstrate the watercolour pens for you in the morning.
Now, that is a totally different look. If I looked at that, I think it was a different die set.
Same flower.
Exactly, yeah.
Completely different look.
When you look at it individually, you can see you've got the little hearts there.
Yeah, yeah,
wow.
And you can cut those out. Jennifer's actually made a lovely, I don't know where it is, but Jennifer's made a lovely card where she's actually snipped it into 4 and made little embellishments for the corners.
That idea. And of course, we will show that. Should we show it when we get to the demo area?
Absolutely,
it's probably the easiest. Now, if you're wanting to get hold of your dies and stamps being your weekend wear, you can see the details on your screen there. That £130 price that you've got, £130.92, will drop right the way down if you are a Freedom member and you are spreading those costs as well, because you can spread them over 3 months. You can become a Freedom member at the same time as popping this one into your basket, incidentally. There's just a little box that you tick as you check out. You'll see the savings appear and the post and packing disappear from your first ever order. If you wanted to, not saying you will want to, because I know I certainly don't, you can just kind of not become a Freedom member after that. Either suspend your membership or cancel it in a month's time, but take advantage of it while you've got the opportunity.
Well, the
I've
saving,
got a feeling you're going to keep it though.
The saving
it's more than covering it.
Is less than what you're paying.
Yeah, why not do it?
So if you're not a Freedom member now and you buy this, you can become a Freedom member and get that discount.
Yeah, you tick the box as you come out. There's
I
like
didn't
a little
even know
box.
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Do
it
it,
also means, I think, when you come to your end of call, you know, when you're checking out those little products, like we heard about the anti-static bag. I think you get your discount on that, like your 3 post. Or you get your 3 post and packing on those anyway, don't
that's
you?
Really good. That's really good, and that's impressed me, and that takes a lot.
If you're wanting those, do jump onto the website, because of course you will be able to get the pens that we've just heard about. You might be able to see those on Julia's show as well. So yeah, if you want to see those in action, do make sure you stay tuned over the weekend, because there's lots and lots going on. Of course, we are celebrating the fact that Phil has been here at Hochanda for the last 12 months and many more months to come, many more years, and it's a fabulous brand, as you know. I mean, Phil, he does not settle
quality,
for second.
Darling, quality.
Exactly. You say the words Phil Martin, you think of quality straight away, don't you?
Right, so in all day we've not had a chance to show you this because we've just not had time, so I'm going to take 1 minute just to show you.
Okay.
So this is the, you know me in cardstock, I bring you the boxes of 50 sheets in the multi-packs. I've had so many people say to me, can I just buy 20 sheets of the Air Force Blue, 20 sheets of the Ruby? Yeah. So I've brought you nearly, this is not all my colours, but nearly all my colours of the cardstock.
Wow.
And you've got a saving, yeah? So this retails at £6.50 a pack of 20. Okay. This is colour plan cardstock. It's 270 GSM. I'm not going to show you all these colours. I'm just going to let you look like this.
The website's probably the best place to look for them.
It shows you the colours. But you're making a saving on this. So if you've got favourite colours, like I know I love my Air Force. I know I love the racing green. The racing green is one of my favourites. I don't know whether you can tell, but it's green because it's shining. But what that means is you can, if you're a lavender pink girl, you can get, you know what I mean, you can just get what you want. This is the best time to do it. I won't bring this back on a pick and mix again, unless it's a special event. It'll never be on a pick and mix, so it's time to do it, everybody.
£14.99 is going to get you any 3 of those. Go on, Phil, put it back into it. Any 3 of those. Could be 3 repeats of the same one. As Phil said, if you're wanting to stock up on a certain colour, one of your favourites, then now is the time to do it. You can see that gorgeous electric blue. I do like that one, I must admit. Sky blue, that would work well with that, as would that storm grey. Or maybe you can go for the brighter summer tones there, maybe with a citrine or that lovely, fabulous fuchsia. You can choose. So if you have already chosen 3 and you've seen some of the other colours being demonstrated, and you think, I wish I'd gone in for perhaps that lavender, then you can come back and revisit that. And I would say keep a note of that item number. Yeah, for the weekend, but you may well find that it's an invalid item number after that, because this is a deal that Phil doesn't bring to us very often. So next time, you're not going to have it as a pick and mix, it's going to be individual.
I can't afford to do that in the shops. So this, and it's the birthday event, and I wanted to do something special. And I know that I use the racing green a lot. I use the Air Force Blue a lot. I've never used, I don't think I've ever used it here, but I do use it a lot, and there's one called Storm Grey, and it's stunning.
Well, do you know what, as me being your personal shopper, you know I sometimes say this too, if you were thinking about getting 3 of those, you pick a mix, £14.99, you could be putting it in with your weekend wow, and it works out as a £5 per month. But if you were looking at spending £14.99 today on that cardstock, why not go for 3 sets? Because that £14.99 will be what you're expecting today, but then in a month's time you'll be getting another another 3. So, of course, that's your second payment. Your third payment in like another month's time. But you will actually be getting 9 packs delivered to you with that first payment.
Very clever.
That's the way I do it.
You've got brain power tonight,
I'm just good at shopping.
Brain power.
Good at shopping.
It does make sense. Right, so I'm just going to quickly show you what we're doing. So clearly I've already done my matting and layering and my foam pads and everything, which is just as well because Julia took forever. So she's
got something in her hand. I can see that
So-
being thrown across the studio.
So these are from the new polkas and pinstripes paper pack. You can see we've got that gorgeous, I hope you can see it.
Yeah.
We've got that purple fading into the lovely royal blue at the
Lovely.
end. And then what I've done is I've made a frame with the rectangle double D emboss with the paper and with the
That's a nice
cardstock.
effect.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? But what I can do now, because I've got purple there, I can have blue that side. Yeah.
Ah, yes.
And this is why I wanted the ombre.
Yes,
It looks
you can
amazing
twist it round.
when you've got the flower stamp stamped onto it. So I've got that there. I'm going to stamp a sentiment in there. But what I wanted to show you,
Oh, these are nice.
and I've actually found one that's a bit clearer for you to see. Yeah, I've actually stamped the twinkling embossing powders on top of the paper.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've stamped it and
nice.
die cut it. I'm going to do one now just to show you. So can you still see that you've got all those lovely little dots showing in the middle? It adds a really, really delicate, sparkly finish to the flowers. Yeah? If I wiggle it forward, you can see we've got dots going through the dotty paper, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that now just to show you.
Lovely.
And show you how easy it is to line the dies up. So in my little packet of scraps, let's... Ooh. Oh. That's not quality, is it? We're not having that again. In my little packet of scraps...
Look at that.
That's my scraps.
That's a scrap.
Well, I've used it a bit.
As soon as it's been used, I'm guessing it's classed as a scrap in the Phil Martin craft room.
I'm going to do the same flower. This is the enchanted flower, and this is one of my favourites. It's so easy to shape, and so many different ways you can do this. So if you choose a colour of one of the glittery embossing powders for me,
gosh.
doesn't matter which. I just want people to see how easy it is to do. I don't need to spend forever on it.
Oh, man. I'm going to go for... Can you go for green?
Yeah, you can go for whichever you like. So we'll do the green on the blue side. So anti-static bag, always worth doing the anti-static bag when you're using these because the glitter in it is so super fine. It's almost like a powder.
Okay.
Yeah. So anti-static bag, perfect medium. I've not done this yet, so you that are watching tonight have seen this for the first time.
Lovely.
Because I don't want you to just use them with plain cardstock. It looks nice when you stamp on top of this. Even though you don't pick up all the details so easily, you still get that gorgeous sparkle. So perfect meat. Oh, look. That's Julia's sizes.
Instructions.
I'm having that.
Oh, the look.
It's the sizes for this stepper card. So we're just perfect medium on there. This is my catcher, and we're going for the peridot. I love the peridot.
It's nice.
Absolutely
nice
gorgeous.
Set 1. It did sell out. Julia was working with set 2 earlier on, but to be honest, you'll be going for both of those.
Oh, look at
they're
this.
both sold out pretty much at the same time, and you
thank
will
you, Hayley.
find that I'm guessing that's what's happening again with the extended delivery stock.
Look at that before I even
Oh,
emboss
that's
it.
pretty. Look at
That
the
is
twinkle.
just so pretty. And that's before I even emboss it. You just know it's going to be amazing, don't you, looking at it? I will say as well that on these papers, because they're 190 GSM, it does emboss really well.
You done with that, yeah?
So I'm just going to go from above. I'll just let that warm up. Once you've got if you've got all 6 of the twinkling embossing powders, then you've got the 2 paper packs.
Have you seen these before, the twinkling?
No, this is the first time.
Wow.
Right, so in case you haven't seen the
That
show...
just stuck in my mind if I had seen it.
No,
Is that amazing?
and I will just tell you something about them in a minute. So I'm just starting on this top petal,
Okay. So
and
it's
you
the
can
one
see
right in
that
the
it's
corner.
melted because you can
Oh,
see it
changes
change. It
colour,
does
yeah.
a touch darker, yeah. Don't overheat it because you can scorch it a
It
bit.
doesn't take long for it to melt,
It
does
doesn't, no.
Oh, wow.
I know it's good. Isn't that beautiful?
That's why
And
they
you
look so
wouldn't
pretty
normally
on vellum.
You wouldn't normally think, oh, I've got a pattern paper, let's do a twinkly embossing powder over the top, but look at that. I'll just wiggle it so you can see it.
It does look like it's been foiled now.
so pretty. There you go, look at that.
Wow.
So pretty. And then we'll die cut it. So the embossing powder, the twinkling embossing powders all have 10% of silver glitter in them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It makes them unique to me because nobody else has done them with I was going to call them a touch of silver.
Yes.
But then I couldn't get touch of silver, soft rose, touch of silver, soft peridot on the.
As a presenter's
And I'm
point
like,
of view,
really?
can I say thank you?
Yeah.
That's what I have to say it.
So they've all got 10%. Look at this mess Julie has
So
left
why have
in
you
here, it's
chosen to put the
ridiculous.
silver tone in then?
Say that again, Hayley.
Why have you chosen to put the silver in there as well?
Because when I had the original samples, the colours were gorgeous, but I wanted it more sparkly.
I'm guessing it kind of lifts the light into it, if that makes sense.
It does. It adds another
It's
layer.
kind of the most reflective, isn't it, I suppose,
Yeah.
silver?
Yeah, and you can see it when you get these home. You will be able to see it. Right. So. It's more important for me to show you all the different things than it is to finish the cards, which is why I'm trying to show you as much as many ideas as I can.
And don't forget, Phil's using one of those sets from that weekend. Why the details are at the bottom of your screen. It's been flying out. Every single hour has been busy. And I know some of you might need a little bit of time just to kind of make sure that it's a considered purchase. But so many of you coming back and placing your orders.
Yeah, absolutely. And once you've got them, you know you've got them, and you've got them in the knowledge of saving 27 quid.
Classic style.
I'm just going to show you. So this is the A4 packaging. Yeah, you know I always trim my packaging and put it on the magnetic sheets. I've brought my own magnetic sheets for this weekend as well.
Have you?
Yeah,
Oh, right,
which are the
okay.
ones that I use. They are thicker than the average.
Okay.
They're here. I don't know whether you'll be able to even lift that. It's an end of call.
I'm a strong lass.
I didn't put them on the show because they are end of call. And you've got, is it 10? Can you check for me, Ross? And they are nearly a millimetre. They're thicker than all the average
They feel,
ones.
I mean, the weight of them considerable. So keep an eye out as you're checking out your order. You can add these in for no additional post and packing.
Which is why I put them on end of call because they're heavy.
Oh gosh,
and
yeah.
I didn't want them to. Sorry, I didn't want them to charge you £5 for posting. So I put it on end of call. Look how I look after you. 5. Yeah, that sounds about right. For how much? Tenner. Yeah, that's brilliant.
That is good, actually.
It is for the thickness that they are. Right, so I'm just going to show you. I need my glasses on, actually. You've not seen these yet, have you?
No. Oh, what's that?
And if you say the same to me as Leonie did, you can imagine what it was. Something about secretaries. So,
Awesome.
if I do that,
Very
gets you going, doesn't it? Right, so I've got my tape there. I've suddenly discovered when I was when I was colouring Trudy's last, I can't see you, when I was colouring Trudy's last lot of stamps in, I was struggling to see the detail. Yeah. I thought, oh, you know what, I'm going to have to just give in and go and get them tested.
It happens when you hit 30.
Do you know, I was dreading getting to 30
Yeah.
for that very reason. But I do, and I can see amazing now. On a close-up, it's taking some getting used to, I've got to say. Right, so all I'm doing is lining up so that I can see a little bit of the glitter on the inside of each petal.
Right, yeah.
You've also got a bit of a guide. You can't see so much on this paper, but I am going to tell you just in case. On the middles, when you're on normal cardstock or the vellum, for example, you will see a little gap between the centres, which again gives you another guide for lining up. So easy, and I've got to say, I'm going to have to take them off now because I can't see. Even if you're a little bit off centre when you die cut them, it looks fab. Yeah. Because I've done it with a few of the glittering ones. Now, normally you know me well enough to know that would just get thrown in the bin.
Yes, yeah.
I thought, oh, you know what? I quite like that. It's almost like another layer of
texture.
Net. So I'm doing what Leonie told me, cutting facing down rather than facing up.
Right,
How many minutes? Oh, wow. I'm not going to get a chance to make that then, but I'll show you in the morning.
Shall we save it for tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll save it for tomorrow.
What time are you on tomorrow?
So I'm not officially on until 7 tomorrow night with this.
Oh, okay.
So you can imagine by the time I get back tomorrow night at 7, there's hardly going to be anything left.
Gosh, yeah.
So forewarned is forearmed. But you might see me at 8 o'clock with my mate over there.
Say.
Yeah, you might. Depends whether I get a good night's sleep and I get up in time.
You're nothing but honest.
Let's just show you that. I know. I did say to Julia, what time are we on? 8. I said, oh, I'll get here at 7:15. Let me just show you this, because this, for me as a crafter, not as somebody here demonstrating, as a crafter, is what this is all about.
Oh,
Can you see that detail around the edge? That is just
beautiful.
phenomenal. And you saw me messing about with my glasses trying to line that
Yeah.
up. I'm still not used to them. Does that not just take the die cut
beautiful.
paper to a whole new level?
That's, I mean, a stamp like that, using it on your vellum with your white embossing powder, and then you could always kind of use your shading tools on the reverse of those if you wanted to.
So one of the other things I like about this, well, all the flowers, is you can shape them any which way you like. So you can see what I've done there. I'll try and be quick with this.
Okay.
I've just shaped them back. But this flower looks amazing when you do this.
Oh, okay,
so I'm going,
pinching
if you're
it.
watching Leonie, I'm going up. This was us trying to say up poshly earlier. Yeah. And I don't know what, but we were going up. But look how different that looks.
That is fabulous. Those tweezers are good for that as well, because I've got tweezers that aren't as kind of narrow as that.
If you're buying these, just be careful. There's warnings everywhere because they are really, really sharp.
They come with a little cap though, so yeah, just keep that with them.
They've all got a little protective cap on the end, And I'll just shape that. I'm not going to put pearling because we ain't got none to show you. But look how different that looks to that.
That is beautiful.
Same die, same shape.
Gorgeous.
Different way. Yeah.
We've been busy with that cardstock as well, incidentally. Lots of you placing your orders for those. You've got a whole host of different colours.
Yeah, there's about 27, I think.
There's
28.
loads there.
Yeah.
Perfect opportunity for you to get hold of some of them. The colours are scrolling along the bottom of the screen, but what I would suggest you do is have a little look on the website, because you will find them on there. But you'll have referenced those, as we've seen. Obviously, we saw the lavender being used earlier on with Julia. So you will have picked out your favourites already, I am sure. But it's a good opportunity to stock up on them, and you'll find them all on the website. All you need to do is click on any of those add to basket buttons, and those goodies will be added into your basket. Don't forget, this is officially Phil's show, so if you have placed an order for anything during this hour and you've not ordered from one of Phil's shows previously, then you will be getting your bonus gift within this one of your fabulous stencil. But do make sure you stay tuned, because Julia is coming up in the next hour. Is she going to come back and say goodbye, or she?
No, because I think she's more. Are you coming in? Have you got a mic on?
Or the opportunity.
Just shout to her.
You
can't see your hand.
I'm not sure which of those two hands was Julia's. Her hands are very hairy, aren't they? Yeah. That might have been Yanis. Now, the details on your screen for your weekend, right? If you're wanting to take advantage of this, please do it now. I mean, it's been such a popular deal, Phil.
Yeah, absolutely. Best price you're ever going to see these. You can get them home in the knowledge that you've got the best deal, and you've got the whole collection in one go, and your little freebie that is designed to work with them.
And I love that, because you haven't just thrown anything in, you've thrown in something that's going to be of use to us.
It's effectively 4 stencils in one.
Brilliant. I have to say, I've had a fabulous time. Very busy. If you've got anything in your basket, now is the time to be checking your basket out. You can hear them warming up in the next set over there. I don't know what they are up to, but Phil, thank you.
Thank you, darling.
And I'll see you soon. There's too much giggling on going over there. I'm not sure what they're up to. Julia's coming up after the break with Yanis. Then we're back with the One Day Special at 9 o'clock this evening. See you soon. Welcome to Club G45 from Graphic 45. These are monthly tutorial kits that allow you to create beautiful projects by accessing step-by-step instructional videos that are viewable online. You'll get almost everything that you need to create both of these projects from scratch. The first kit is Club G45 Fashion Forward Calendar Tag Album and Treat Box Kit. Simply order yours by purchasing item number 920955 for £49.99 plus your postage from Hochanda.com, or give us a call on 01733 602000 for instant access to this month's Club G45 from Graphic 45. The second kit is Club G45 Fashion Forward Z-Fold Front Flap Card Kit. Simply order yours by purchasing item number 973636 for £34.99 plus your postage from Hochanda.com, or give us a call on 01733 602000 for instant access to this month's Club G45 from Graphic 45.
Would you like to improve your crafting techniques by watching and crafting along with your favourite Hochanda guest demonstrators or from the comfort of your own home? If the answer is yes, then we are excited to invite you to Craft Along, where you, our presenters and guests, will create an amazing array of projects throughout the year. Each month we will be bringing you a brand new kit that you can purchase on the day of each show. Or if you pre-order your kit, you will receive £5 off a purchase of £20 or more of any additional products featured within our Craft Along brand shop that month. So tune in, be inspired and create with Craft Along, your monthly crafting workshop.
Well, hello. I have to be honest with you. Julia's been impressing me because there's no.
Are you going to tell the world now?
I'm going to tell. You won medals for line dancing.
Do you know, I tell you these things. I don't expect you to blab them out when we come on air.
The world needs to know.
You know, I tell you when the mics are off.
Okay,
you know that.
Won medals for line dancing. You've done Le Rock.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
No, I didn't say another one. I said it's like Sirrock.
Oh, it's like Sirrock. Yeah. See, I thought they were impressionist painters. They're not. It's a dance. Le Rock is like a slow rock and roll.
It is, yeah.
You're a talented lady.
I've done rock and roll as well.
Have you done rock and roll too?
Yeah.
Done it all. Now, have you and Phil had fun?
We have had a lot of fun.
We are
and it's not over yet.
Oh no. Now, we're celebrating the fact that Sentimentally Yours have had their first birthday at the Hochanda, and it's going to be the first of many. I've got to tell you, this bundle that you're seeing right now on your screens, a third of the stock has gone. Julia, this is
one hour.
In 1 hour?
One live hour.
Ooh, and I tell you, these are stunning stamps.
Yeah, they are.
Talk us through them, Julia.
OK, so Trudy Howard, I mean, you know, Sentimentally Yours, this is their first anniversary. I joined the Sentimentally Yours team with Trudy back at the end of August last year. And this is Trudy's 4th collection. It is her first Under the Sea collection. Yeah. So there's a little hint. First Under the Sea collection.
The inspirations are spectacular, and it's the combinations, it's how these are, in my view, and I'm all right in saying, the way you can build up scenes with them.
Exactly, yes, exactly. They are, there are 5 A6 stamp sets and 1 A5 stamp set, and yeah, they're great for scene building, but there is actually 2 of them have like a seabed that kick-starts your scene for you, which are my favourite. I think they're fantastic to do. But we've only had, as the design team and I, 3 of us, have only had these for a week.
And they've done all of this?
And it's always the same. You know, we think we say this, but it is true. We've only had it a week, and so the inspiration will still keep coming. But we'll obviously be moving on to other things. But hopefully, you know, we'll be able to...
This is nice.
Pattern building. You know, I love pattern building.
Yeah,
that's one of the stamps on the extras, the ocean extras. That's the same stamp, but making a border. Now, if you turn that shell, so the orientation's the other way round, not necessarily that way, but the actual shell itself, when you stamp it, you're going to get a different looking border completely.
Now, we need to talk about something. Before we talk about a free gift, because there has been a lot of speculation and you need to set the record straight.
About?
Please be honest here, Julia.
Oh, gosh.
Because I've been inundated with emails of people asking, was this stamp based on Phil Martin himself?
No.
No?
In his dreams.
I don't know. I can imagine it. He hides it under the tweed jacket. That's what you get with Phil Martin.
Who wouldn't want one of these in their life, huh?
Now, come on.
That's a bit like that picture of you, Yanis, that was on Instagram the other day.
What? I wish it were very similar, but unfortunately it was all photoshopped. If only.
Was it?
No, well, maybe. Okay, there is our one. That's our bundle. I've got to tell you, there is a gift as well with the lovely Julia. Now, let me explain, because there is a gift on Phil shows and there's a gift with Julia shows.
There is.
And on Julia's show, I love this.
This is the Anchors Away. So it's a little 4-inch stamp set there.
It is a set.
That's a good size anchor there. You know, if you're saying, oh, men are awful to make cards for, they're so difficult, you've got a card there straight away.
Love that. Just that silhouette. Imagine creating your own backgrounds there. Oh, I've just seen the freedom price. $49.45, and you're getting everything plus your free bonus gift as well. 71 stamps in total. 792-236, your item number. We are celebrating the fact that Sentimentally Yours have reached 1 year old at Hochanda. It's their it's a milestone.
It is, yeah.
First birthday at Hochanda.
And what a year.
First of many. Yeah.
What a year.
I remember when Phil brought you back into the fold. We were all so happy. We did the whole reveal.
Yeah, I know.
You've also got flexi payments there as well if you're a Freedom member. $24.73. Everything is yours, and we will be playing with these. Feel free to get in touch as well. We'd love to hear from you. Now we've got some stencils, Julia.
Yes, so these are designed by Trudy as well. These are Trudy's first set of stencils. Again, you can see from them, because we've got the scales, we've got the worn netting, and we've got the pebbles, and they are designed to coordinate with the Under the Sea collection, but obviously you can use them for anything.
1647, beautiful stencils. You know, I would want to be doing loads with these. I'd want to emboss with them. Think about your spritzing, your texture pastes.
Stencils are probably the most usable tool and the most cost-effective tool that you can have in your arsenal. Yeah,
you took the words out of my mouth.
Definitely, because there's so many mediums and so many different techniques. I mean, you see Abs when he works with his stencils, with the gel plates, and I mean, just tremendous work.
These would look great if you do have your gel plates or gel presses. $16.47 your price there. Sentimentally Yours, A6 Stencil Trio by Trudy Howard. So we've got our layered scales, we've got our pebbled beach, and our worn
netting.
Okay. Now something else that was extremely busy.
Yeah.
Nearly 40% of the stock.
I know. I know. It was a huge stock. Huge.
Right. So what you're getting here, first to point out, it's the quality of the brushstroke pens.
Yeah.
A beautiful sort of Japanese type brush. You know,
it's a very fine tip brush, this one, and it is a blending ink that's in it, so that the colours will blend with themselves, so you can blend one into another beautifully, seamlessly, and of course you can use them with the water brushes that come with the kit. And they are 24 brand new colours. There's no duplication with the set one.
But for that price, $29.99. Look, two things to point out. It is the quality of the pens at that price. And that's it. That's what we're looking for here. The fact they are brand new colours, Sentimentally Yours. Oh. Now, you imagine getting these home.
I know, it's a real gift, isn't it? Whether it's for yourself or for somebody else.
Beautifully presented.
And there are 2 more sets coming this year.
Yeah.
So obviously this is set 2. 2 more coming this year. And when you've got, if you're collecting them, when you've got all 4 sets, you're going to have beautiful ombres going through your blues, your purples, your greens. You know, complete colour family that's going to, you know, produce fantastic projects.
Are we going to be playing with these as well?
We are.
Oh yeah. Okay. And already very, very busy. Look, what I would say. 40% of the stock, and that was in 1 hour.
1 hour. We've got this hour and 2 tomorrow.
Yeah, and it's meant to last the weekend. I don't think it's going to last the weekend.
And Phil's going to be using them in his shows tomorrow. So
am I right in saying if we were to go for the pens, and that's our purchase this hour, do we still get this now?
Yes.
Come on, it's a win. Speaking of win, take a look at this. Over a quarter of the stock has gone. Look, it's usability. You're getting 14 layer dies here, and they are the rounded corner squares.
Yeah, and they are double debossed. So we've already had all the normal shapes of the double deboss. But Phil, he texted me last year sometime and said, "Shall we have some rounded squares and rectangles?" So I said, "Yes, let's," because it kind of. I mean, double debossed is already really elegant and very special
become
anyway.
Phil's signature,
It is,
with the double
yeah.
Ds, yeah.
But rounding them as well just takes them to another level. They're so usable. You're always going to want your rectangles and your squares. So I've got the squares on my show, and then Phil's got the rectangles on his.
And either way, you know, you're winning. I love the picture of Phil.
I know.
Look at that.
Makes you want to throw a dart at it, doesn't it?
I'd say he's a good-looking lad.
He is. And that's like 10 years ago, that is.
You said it, not me. $34.99 is your price. 319-068 your item number. He's like Dorian Gray. He never ages.
I know. I know.
He never ages.
It's that portrait he's got at home.
That's it. Right, we've got more for you now. So, now, you're getting 80 sheets here.
Yeah.
We've got to point out the quality of this print. It's a litho print.
Yeah.
And that's the best quality print.
Yeah.
Now, this is Phil Martin.
Yeah.
So, when he was getting these done, the printer, I know when setting up Sentimentally Yours, he was sending them back saying, not good enough, not good enough, not good enough. And finally, the printers came back and said, OK, to achieve what you want to achieve, we need to do a litho print. It is the best quality you can get. And that's what he achieved.
Yeah. And these are they're lovely and smooth. You know, these are really like, this is your brush strokes set.
Beautiful.
And they're like inky backgrounds, but if you don't want to get messy, they again have got the ombre effect, so they fade into different colours, like the pinstripes and the polkas that are on Phil's show. There are
the textures.
5 different colourways. There are 4 designs, 2 sheets of each. So there's 40 sheets in each kit. So you've got 80 sheets in the...
Instant background. They are absolutely stunning. And the fact that you are getting both the Nebula and the Aurora, $21.98, 80 sheets in total. The effects you're getting, it's the finish.
They're
weight,
beautiful.
What weight
190.
So really good weight to play around with. You're getting that 190 GSM. Oh, I think it's enough.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
They're really beautiful. In fact, Phil wanted these on his show.
How did you manage to keep?
I have no idea. I think he was just having a little bit of a moment.
You worked your Julia charm. $21.98 is your price. Look, they are stunning, and anyone who's worked with any of Phil's papers will know, or Sentimentally Yours papers will know just how good they are. Again, we will be having a little play with these this hour. I hope you're enjoying the celebration. It's today. It's going to be a whole weekend of festivities to celebrate. In fact, Sentimentally Yours have been at Hochanda for a year, and we can't wait for more happy years together. Okay, so now we're on to some beautiful stamps.
Yeah, so these sentiments we have brought to you before. Not sure how many more times we're going to be bringing them, but obviously they're all kind of... they've got a different... Each set's got a different style to them. You'll find the same sentiment in each set, but different fonts in each set. For me personally, the Grungifilistic, which is this one, and the Boldtastic, which is in the next bundle, they work perfectly with the Under the Sea set, so I've used that one quite a lot, and I'm going to be using that in this hour.
I love the texture hidden there. Look, these are sentiments, but they're not just sentiments. They're artist focal points on your work. Oh, the With Love. Now, I saw that. We actually had that on one of our the examples.
Yes, we did.
Out, right?
Yeah, we did.
Love that.
Yeah.
It looks like it's been stitched.
Yeah, it's got that kind of...
woohoo.
Yeah. Phil says that a lot.
A woohoo.
Yeah. I get a text from him that say woohoo every now and again.
Birthday wishes for you, but wonderful flourishes. I mean, these are lovely sentiments. And look, Sentimentally Yours, this is how Phil really built his reputation. It is with his words. And he's so good with his words and how he presents them. Both of those for $28.98 is fantastic value for money. So that's one duo. I really like these, Julia. I
These
really
are like
these.
this set, the decorative plastic is a little bit Wild West feeling to it for me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
that's what I see in it.
I can see it. It's just so artistic.
Yeah.
Now, we've got a bold here. I'm just gonna, the reason I turn them around is because
they're a bit bigger.
They're bigger than the packaging you'd first realise. So I just wanted to give you a good idea of what you were getting there. Now, that is bold. It's powerful.
Yeah. Again, that could be kind of Wild West, but it's very punchy. Again, that works quite well with the stamps we've got on from Trudy. And then we've got the Beautifulistic, which is more elegant.
Yeah, very nice. So you see, you've got nice combo here. So beautiful flowing sentiments on one, and then you've got the bold sentiments that scream for impact on the other.
Yeah.
Like these. I was just looking at the birthday and I had to turn my head on the birthday one. Okay, so you can see there, details are on your screen. $28.98 is your price, 887-895 your item number. We've got something else for you. Let me just whip these back around. I know, see, I've been fortunate enough to work with Julia for a number of years. So I know the kind of magic Julia can work with something like this. Oh. So we're going to show you now. These do come in, I'm right in saying pick and mix. So you've got
pick and mix, yeah.
Oh.
So they're ombres. These are part of the Florist Medium range from Sentimentally Yours, and they're ombre blending paste. They're self-levelling. They're not as deep as some of them. So on this particular sample, we've got all the blues. Yeah. So from the midnight to the steel to the sky. See how they blend out?
And that is the key. It's being able to blend, but my goodness, do they offer a dynamic.
Yeah. And then you've got the pinks. Can't remember the names.
Okay. You've got the set.
But you've got the dark to the light.
Would you recommend with the pick and mix to stick within the colour families?
I would, personally. Okay. But, you know, if you're topping up or you want to just, you know, you can mix the blues with the purples. You can mix the pinks with the purples as well. So, obviously, these are your purples going out, fading out. So, we bought them out when we bought out the layering stencils because the layering stencils were in sets of 3 as well. And the idea was that they stack up, but then you can pattern build as well.
So, have a little look at our pick and mix on our website. Can I also say, because I know we've got viewers joining us in the UK, Europe, and in America. Wherever you're watching right now, you're part of the Hochanda family, so thank you so much for tuning in. Whatever you buy on the live show today, if you haven't already done so, or bought previously, you're going to be entitled for a free gift, courtesy of the celebrations, a year birthday, Sentimentally Yours. We'll explain more at demonstration. Let's dump onto our website and have a little look. All right, this is the fun bit. This is when we let Julia do what she does best, and that's getting her hands crafty. So what are you going to be popping into your basket? Loads of goodies to be had. The pens are incredible, and we're going to be playing around with those. Very, very busy. Do you know what? We're busy across the board. Oh, can I just say, there's a free gift that we're giving, $5.99. So that is your bonus gift. Make any purchase. It's 1 per customer. So if you've already made a purchase on Julia's previous hour, it is 1 per customer, but that is the stamp set you're going to be receiving. And if I show you, it is a set. So you're getting, to show you can see it a bit clearer here, you are getting the ship, you're getting that large compass, and then you've got the steering wheel, and you've also got the telescope on there as well.
Steering wheel.
Well, how do you do a ship's wheel? We were talking about this. Is there a nautical term for a ship's wheel?
I don't know.
Ship's wheel?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw that out. If anyone does know the nautical term for a ship's wheel, please help us.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, what are we going to do then?
Okay, so we're going to make a card with the scene on it. It's quite a simple card, nice. But it does stand up. It is a proper card. So we're using the angelfish, and we're using the scene pieces from the seahorses.
See, that is just a lovely card.
Yeah, but it's very simple to create. So the quickest way to do it is to actually use your stamping platform, and I've got the Stamp Perfect.
Nice.
I really like this one.
Okay. So how long have you been with Sentimentally Yours now? When did Phil poach you across? It was kind of summertime, was it?
It was the bank holiday weekend in August.
Okay, I remember it well.
Yes, so do I.
And I couldn't think of a better person for Phil to bring across to the brand, because you get on so well personally.
We do. We always have done, actually.
I just hear you giggling whenever you're together.
I think it's because he's naughty.
We all know that with our Phil. Yeah.
He's a really good mate.
Yeah.
He looks after me really well.
Oh.
So these scene building, okay?
Nice.
So you immediately got your base of your bed there.
Do you know what I'd be tempted to do? Create a frame.
You could do, absolutely. Yeah, you can do whatever you like. Stamps, you can do whatever you like. Then we're going to the angelfish.
Beautiful fish.
Yeah. So the angelfish has got 3 different sizes in. Okay. And we're going to be using this smaller one here, the medium one.
Also, by having the 3 different sizes, if you put them all together in one project, you've got a sense of depth?
Yeah, depth and perspective, yes, nice. Absolutely. So we're going to pop the angelfish in there.
We need to talk about the quality of Phil stamps.
Yeah.
This
top quality photopolymer, 4mm photopolymer.
Super thick.
Yeah, you've got little tiny fishies down here. We've got 3 sizes of these, so I'm using the medium and the small. So they're the bottom feeders.
You ever kept fish?
I have.
Have you?
Yeah, tropicals, yeah.
Ah, what are we talking about? What kind of fish? Guppies?
Oh, yeah, guppies breed like mad.
Yes, you don't know.
Yeah, so, yeah, guppies.
You have catfish?
Yeah,
bottom?
yes, yeah, pleckies.
Pleckies?
Yeah, they're bottom feeders. Sharks.
You had sharks?
Yeah, shark. Hatchet fish, they're one of my favourites, but they actually kind of jump out if you're not careful.
Yeah. Hatchets jump out?
They jump out, yeah. They're really funny shape. They've got a belly like that, and then they're flat on the top.
Yeah, that's right.
And they feed at the top of the tank. Yeah. But if you're not careful, they jump out. Yeah. So that's going to be my scene because I'm going to have a sentiment there. Okay. So because I'm on here, I can do it all in one go.
So you've built that whole scene.
Yeah. And because it's there, we could do batch making.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, if you hand stamp and you think the angel policy is fill your boots, do as many as you want to.
Like that.
Okay. So, and also, if you're thinking about the weather's pretty grotty out there at the moment,
it's horrible.
Kids,
it's horrible.
you know, you could stamp loads of these for the children to colour in, or if if you're at guides or brownies or any sort of children's group, or even schools or play groups, you can just print loads of these for them to colour in.
Nice.
I'm using the Bockingford card from Pink Ink Designs.
You love a bit of Bockingford.
We do, yeah. That should be available because I did tell Mel.
Okay.
So should have that.
Yeah. It's a hot press as well.
Hot press, nice and smooth. I'm using the Medieval Blue Versifying Clay because just for a change rather than black.
Okay. Can I say a big thank you to Kaz, who has... Thank you, Kaz. This is a question that's been plaguing me for a while now. So the wheel of the ship, it's actually the helm of the ship.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I've heard that before. Kaz, you're an absolute superstar.
Thank
you so much.
It's always good
If you do want to get in touch, if you want to wish Sentimentally Yours happy birthday, if you want to say hello to the lovely Julia, we'd love to hear from you. studio@hochanda.com.
Okay, so there's our scene. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, you could just use it uncoloured if you wanted to, but obviously we're going to do some colouring.
Can you imagine if you bought a stamp of that size that scene, then you're restricted to just that scene, but we're able now to move the bubbles, move the fish, put more in. That is such a lovely scene.
It is, it's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. What I wanted to do is I don't often I normally end with the sand, but I'm going to do the sand first because I actually like the greys and I want to show you the greys.
Julia, I've had an idea.
What's that?
I think it's quite a good idea.
Is
Do you
it?
know what I would be doing?
What would you be
I
doing?
would put this on the outside, the front of the card, okay? Then I would cut a window with acetate, and underneath the acetate, so you'd look through onto the inspiration.
Have your fishes?
Yeah, have the fishes
There
there.
are some samples that are like that, actually.
Oh, okay. Have I just literally described the sample?
Yeah, there are. And in fact, as well...
Oh, I've got it here. I must have seen...
Oh, no, that's Phil's. That's
Phil?
not got acetate on it. It's not a shaker.
Okay.
But there are some that are shakers. There's this one here, actually, that Trudy's done.
Let's have a little look.
That is a shaker.
My idea,
it's not a seam, but it's a shaker.
Okay, shall I do?
It's lovely, isn't it?
So, there you go. Great minds think alike.
Yeah.
It's
And
just techniques. I mean, this set, it really does.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we got Phil's pearls on there, which are, he's sold out on his show. So we've got some of the new duo tones. This is the summer citrine card. Yeah. This is the paste. This is the midnight blue.
The pebble stencil.
The pebble stencil, and on one of the papers from the kit.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so what you can do, if you actually were on a bigger piece, this is the scene from the dolphins. And if you stamp this in the same colour, you can actually 3D that up, and then you're looking into the scene below you. And in fact, you could put this onto acetate, put a frame around it, and have shaker bits underneath that.
Just found the dolphins. It was some great. So
that's one of Trudy's as well.
This is a lovely inspiration.
That's on Phil's vellum that he's got on his show, and she's coloured it with pastels. And then torn it.
Look at the design. You've got the manta ray or the stingray in there. You've got the lovely dolphins, but leaping out. Now, come on. There are so many people in my life I know would love that.
Yeah, who doesn't love? I mean, dolphins. Dolphins.
Everyone loves a dolphin. I don't think there's not one person in the world who would say if you said dolphin, they wouldn't like it.
No.
Okay. Do you want to hear a good story?
Go on then.
As we're doing this. No, carry on.
Okay, so I'm going to go with grey because I tend to think there's shadows and things. Obviously, you can do them in sandy colours if you want to. Nice. But if you just kind of colour in the edges around here. You can see that brush stroke going on.
Yeah.
We can go really thick if we want to. Somebody just come in the back door. And then we can either. I'll just scribble some of this on my blending mat because I might want to use that.
Now, apologies, we're just putting the details back on your screen. Now, the pens are very, very busy, and look, it's the quality of Julia. As a crafter, and I respect you so highly in your opinion.
Thanks.
But I do, and I'm really not just saying that. I consider you a friend, but also I really do place a lot of value in what you say. So, as a crafter, all right, now this is just Julia as a crafter. What makes these pens so good? I'm just thinking of anyone who's thinking about investing in them. The fact that they're watercoloured, that should surely...
Watercolour.
Yeah.
The fact that you've got that fine, fine tip there.
That Japanese strap brush.
Yeah, I mean, look at what Leonie did. Leonie was doodling while I was colouring in earlier. That she's done that with them. So she wants lessons into do. I can't do this, but that looks tremendous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the more you press, the thicker it's going to be.
And it just tapers off.
Yeah, you can go really fine, really fine.
It's like a match.
Yeah. So from that point of view, you've got that. But obviously, you can watercolour with them, and also you can blend the colours together as well.
Touching them together and then doing it.
Yeah, but also if you take, say if I took some of this here.
Yeah. And look at the smoothness of the blend.
I mean, it makes a lot of
ridiculous.
difference which card you're in. But if we just take a contrasting colour here, you can actually blend the colours into each other.
Oh, you're seeing that there.
Yeah, can you see how well they're sitting together there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
beautiful. And
I like that. I like you can get intense colours just by doing them together.
Yeah.
You know, in the raw, as it were, but also the fact that you can watercolour with them as well, because obviously now I can, if I wanted to, I can go in and move the colour around and really blend them out.
The smoothness of the blend from these as well, the quality of the colour that you're getting. So from something really intense, you can watercolour it out, you can put it on a palette, you can paint with them, you can go direct, really versatile.
Really versatile. Yeah. But for my sand, I like to go in with like a contrasting colour.
Okay.
With my water brush, and then kind of move that around, so pulling that out, and then blending that in together. So you've got like a mix of colours.
Nice. Oh, that's a lovely colour. You are getting, with the pens, I mean 24 brush pens in here, you're getting a lovely colour palette, and I'm just looking now, so you've got your brights.
These are kind of earthy, if you like, I suppose.
Yeah, I think you've got a nice mix here, because you've got your brights,
you're
getting, as you were just saying, your more earthy tones, but equally you've got your greens and your blues, so for your landscapes, your seascapes, and we're seeing them all. And they do come beautifully presented as well. There is a reason why these have been popular, and they're carrying on in that vein. Don't miss out. They really are very, very good quality. That's something that I kind of associate, synonymous with the brand Sentimentally Yours and Phil. It is the quality. So if we talk about the embossing powders, I mean, absolutely first-rate embossing powders. Yeah. The pens, obviously the stamps speak for themselves. Everything Phil brings, because he is such a perfectionist, is first-rate.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So there's a darker grey. Put some of that on there. Yeah. And so we took another, because you've got quite bright colours in here as well, almost like neon. Do I want that colour? No. Sorry, I'm just thinking I want this one. So with these,
look at all the colours that you're getting in there.
See, see that one's quite bright. See, I think that one is quite nice for your coral.
Yeah.
But you see all the colours there on the
swatch.
A good look
there. But that's the beauty of fish as well.
They can be any colour.
They can be any colour, but also they scream for colour.
Yeah, yeah. But you're stamping them, so you can do them whatever colour you want to, can't you?
Oh, that. Now, Julia, that looks fantastic.
But just playing with them.
Do you know what I love about you, Julia, is you enjoy what you do, and you love crafting, and it's great to see you working with products that you really do believe in, and you're seeing it and you're using them, and you can tell that they've caught your imagination. And if they caught your imagination, think what everyone else at home can be doing with them
Yeah,
too.
and I mean, I'm not a colorist. Trudy's an amazing colorist, but I was saying to Leonie, it's one of those things where if you're not completely confident in what you're doing, it doesn't matter, because they're such good quality that they do all the hard work for you. So I mean, your bubbles, you've got your little shading of your bubbles.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can see how that. I mean, that seabed is now it's settling. It just looks like it's supposed to, doesn't it?
And I would imagine then with our greens, we're going to go on our tonals and play with the greens.
Yeah, you could go. So we could take what I tend to do with these, because it's the kelp, isn't it? So I tend to be quite messy, going all down the shaded areas that Trudy's put there in with me, and she's put each dot in here one at a time. Yeah. She has.
Painstakingly,
yeah,
but
she
it's
has.
worth it.
By
and we're
hand.
benefiting from
It's taking
that
hand
effort.
drawn to another level by doing this.
That's why Trudy's are so popular with their designs.
She's really, really good.
Nice.
And then if you take a lighter green,
You've got that kelp.
yeah, so if we take this lighter green and pop some on here.
Yeah. And I like watching how you're working with these. So on a blending mat, and I know that.
But you can recharge it, you see.
Yeah.
So I mean,
So
they
you
are
let
on the
it
show.
dry?
Yeah, yeah. So if I want to do a background or something, I use the other side, and I can recharge that until I want to, until I've had enough of it.
Yeah.
So now we can take this in, and then that will blend into that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. This
And if you
is
keep colouring it, cleaning
that's
it
the
off.
example, and that's what I wanted to see, because you're looking for, and when we're talking about, this is why we really are raving about the pens. It is the quality of the blend, the intensity of the colours. So start thinking about the projects you're going to be using these on, but the effects you're going to be able to achieve. And the most important bit is they are water-based, and I tell you why that's important, because then they will play with any other watercoloured, water-based medium you might have in your stash.
And you can use them on your gel plate. They work on your gel plate.
What?
Yeah, they do.
What happened if
They're
we put them
quite
directly
subtle.
onto a stamp? Could you stamp with them?
You can. You need to kind of give them they work best if you
huffing.
mix them with water.
Oh, okay.
Or a huff,
Yeah.
if you've got a good huff. But yes, they do. It's not as detailed as what you get, say, if you were using your Versafine Clair,
But
they do work. It's a different
sometimes
look.
you want that kind of a more subtle impression.
Yeah. So I'm going to stop there with the colouring, so you're getting an
But
idea. You know where we're headed.
Good does that look?
It has a bit of depth in it already, doesn't it?
Julia, what if I was to say to you fizzy, what other word would spring to mind?
Busy.
And we are busy at the moment. A lot of you are
I
putting your
played the
pens-
game and got
You
it
You got it.
right.
I tell you what, if you do want to split your whatever you have in half, we have got an option here, courtesy of Hochanda, to make your shopping experience a little bit more enjoyable. It's called Flexi Payment. Here's a video to explain more.
Flexi Order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi Order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi Order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping basket, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
There we go, a little bit about Flexi Payment, and we have got a Flexi option with this fantastic set. What I would say, and also a Freedom price as well, so you've got a Freedom Flexi too. Let's have a look at that. $49.45 is your price. If you're a Freedom member, you can split that price in half as well. So $24.73 today. Not only that, not only are you getting the 71 stamps, but you're also getting the additional free gift to celebrate the first anniversary of Sentimentally Yours. So you will be receiving this, and that's worth $5.99. It's one per customer, but do take advantage. Really like that. Okay, so let's have a look at this bundle. Trudy is such a talented designer, Trudy Howard. So what she's done, look at the detail with these fishes, and they do scream for colour. Not only fishes, we've got stingrays in there as well. You've got your sea anemone, seaweeds, your kelp, you've got your snails, your starfish, your shells, everything. That's just one set. And if I do, and it's worth turning that around, I tell you, only reason is the fish are so much bigger. Now look, that's the thing. Whenever you see any packaging with Sentimentally Yours, the stamps are always bigger. Oh, I know when we've got something good, because floor manager Molly and the amount of product she sees at Hochanda, this is her body language when she likes something. She does this. I know, she's giving it a good look. She's weighing it up. I think she's going to be using her staff discount. Okay, so we've got more for you going through. Beautiful mermaid. Now with this mermaid, I think this is important because that you can use on any inspiration. It's good for any age. You know, the only reason I say that, some mermaids you kind of think are more geared to maybe a younger audience, but here this is for everybody. Colouring would look fantastic. Molly, have we got a broom? I need a broom. You'll see where I'm going with it in a moment, because we've got another character in there as well, holding his Poseidon staff. Is it the Poseidon staff? Trident, that's it. Poseidon is the king. Okay, all right. So you've got this fantastic character. Thank you, Molly.
Have you got
I'm going to try it. This is going to be my next Insta pic. Doesn't quite. Look at the state of this. I've had that next to my face, Molly, for crying out loud. Well, you're sweet. We could have cleaned it. But you've got, thank you, Molly. I think he is a character. So you've got your Poseidon in there, but I mean, put the two together, something special. Then we've got our seahorse in there. And I did hear you, I was watching your show earlier on, and you're absolutely right. The male seahorses are the ones that give birth. And they do mate for life. So you've got, and that's a scene that we were just working with at the bottom. As we carry on through, we've got the dolphins. I absolutely love dolphins. So I'm going to pick it up again, only because, where is it? Oh, now look at this. Look at that, as a scene, Trudy, this is fantastic. Really, I think that is such a beautiful... all right, if I went for this set, hands down, I'd be doing this. And all Trudy has done, she's torn into the papers, and very cleverly, she's left that white exposed as well. Actually, I think that's vellum. She's torn into vellum. Yeah. Pastels, yeah. Oh, she's a crafty one, our Trudy. Love that. Absolutely. Give that a go. If you go for this set, this inspiration, please do give that a go. And then we've got the last one to show you, the angelfish that we were just playing with. And I will give it a whip around just to show you that they are bigger than is suggested on the packaging. Look at the size of those. Beautiful, just screaming for colour there. What I would say, the stamps in their own right are fantastic. But here's the thing, and I know that Phil and Julia were really conscious of the fact that when you put them together, that's when the real fun begins. They scream for technique, so adding those other textures in, get gritty, mix media in there, add further elements to it, or just let the stamp do the talking for you. You can see how much fun the design team have had with this release. Imagine the fun you're going to have at home. Because ultimately, the reason we craft is you want to enjoy it. Is this something that will add a new dynamic to your stash? Imagine building up those scenes. Who are you going to be giving these inspirations to? I think it's a fabulous release for $24.73 for all 71 stamps, plus the fact you'll be getting the bonus stamp, the birthday gift. If you haven't already received one, remember it is one per customer. That will be added to your order, and that's automatic. Okay, we've got to move on. We're busy for the set, and the pens, my goodness. We're going to pause for a minute, and I'm going to show you the thing with the pens, because I understand that there are a lot of artist mediums out there, and you think, well, what do I want? Why would I want these pens? For me, and I've played with these, I know how good they are. Now, these are brand new colorways coming through. I'm going to show you all the colors that you're receiving here. But it's the fact that they are water-based. You've got that wonderful brush nib that allows you to you can go from thick, dramatic lines, tapering it away to nothing at all. I've got it upside down. Well, no one tell me. And then there it is. There's Julia. So you can see how you can write with them if you want as well. But it's the blending, and you've seen it. So with these, the versatility, technique, 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 and that's what you want to invest in. But we've got all, I mean, really, the key colours we want. We've got our bright colours for our florals. You've got your seascapes in there, your landscapes, and your earthy tones. The use of the pens, though, and that is ultimately it. It's how easy they are to use. You get an absolutely flawless blend. The brushstroke nibs are to die for. They're absolutely fabulous to use, and we're seeing it right now. Very, very busy for these. As an investment, you will not regret it, and from first use, it's a kind of medium. The minute you use them, you fall in love with them. 845-273, your item number. Very busy there. Just going to show you some other items that you're popping into your basket. Taking a little look here. The die. Now, I know that Julia's got these squares. These are with the double deboss in them. Nested, 14 dies in total, and it is a big die set. $34.99 is fantastic value for money there. 319068, your item number. We've got the papers as well with that litho print are spectacular. Having a look at, they really are something very, very special. So if you just want to add a dynamic to any project, it's instant background. I just brought the dies over because it is worth seeing, you know, with the dies, £34. But when you consider the size and the amount of dies that you are getting, Julia, that's blooming good value.
I always say this, it's never about, I mean, yes, £34.99 is not a cheap amount of, it's a considered purchase maybe, but it's not about how much things are, it's about how many uses you're going to use them. These are going to be the sort of thing that you're going to do your frames with, you can do all your mats and layers with, they're going to be your go-tos, and so that way, per use, they're very, very inexpensive.
I like that. And well, I just think for a die set of that size, it is
it's tremendous.
And it's a manufacturing cost, really.
Yeah, and they are very, very strong. It's very hard to bend these. Yeah. It really, really is. They're not flimsy. No. They're good quality dies.
They really are. Okay, so we're going to continue with our demonstration.
Right. Okay. So obviously, I've used the rectangles on this one. So what I've done is because I've used a Bockingford card on there, I've cut 2 rectangles out of Bockingford card.
And you can find that cardstock on our website. Yeah,
and I've scored down one side 1 centimetre in, because this is my card blank. Yeah. So if I then put glue along my score line...
This is no ordinary glue.
No, this is Mr. Martin's glue.
Yeah, and it is a luxury deluxe PVA glue.
And there is a bundle, and it is a £5 off, so I don't know why he's been so generous, but
we've caught him in a very good mood.
It must be because he's loving his anniversary, isn't he?
$19.96 your price there, 204-213 your item number.
So I've put those together. I'm just going to leave those for the glue to set. And then out of his cobalt card, because I've used the blue ink, I've cut the next size down, and we're going to 3D this up. Obviously, you know, if you wanted your card to be flat, don't put 3D foam on. Okay. I'm just going to lean over to make sure that's nicely lined up. But look at the, like I say, we just cut these. We don't actually emboss them, and you've got a beautiful deboss line on there. Now I want to just make these a little bit more interesting. This is one of the arty sentiment coins from Phil's show. Cut out with one of the circles which we don't have in stock, but I've added, instead of another sentiment in the centre, I've added one of the little shells.
That's nicely
That's
done.
on the mermaid set and also on the ocean extras.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to just grab one of the pastes. This is the Midnight Sky. Okay. Because we're tending to use these a little bit different nowadays, not just as a paste. Right. So going in the lid, I'm just going to pick some up.
I'm intrigued at what you got planned.
Yeah, don't want to have too much. Okay. And we're just going to...
A bit of edging.
We use it as an edge. Nice. See, it's very vibrant and it gives us a lovely... bright blue edge. Obviously you can use any of the colours that you want, but we're in blue because we're...
That's nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, like that.
And obviously we're not using very much at all. You can make skins with this as well. Have you seen Leonie do her skins?
Yeah, and just add in for texture.
Yeah, yeah. So there's a little bit on the back of that one with a different colour. Okay. See that's here? There.
Oh, yeah.
So that's just a little bit on a craft sheet and
nice.
left to dry.
So there we go, and it just adds. I tell you, it does add a nice dynamic to the
Yeah,
project.
it's just a
I
little
like
bit
that.
of different texture, isn't it?
So all you do is just on craft
Craft sheet.
craft sheet, sorry.
Yeah,
So you're non-stick.
just spread some quite thinly and leave it to dry, and then you can just peel it off.
Nice.
See, I've not used very much at all there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that I can just wash out on my sponge,
Okay.
and that's all we're using of that.
Very nice.
Okay. Put the lid on before
Oh,
I
you
knock
can
it
see that
over.
nicely. Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm going to add some glitter to it as well.
Oh, now I was going to talk to you about the glitters. We've got glitters on the show, and we've got a lovely colour palette with the glitters, and we've got beautiful blues and silvers. Well, we have got the ocean sparkles coming through, and I hope I've picked up the right ones for the ocean sparkles.
Yeah, but I'm not using those, unfortunately. I'm
So
going to
just
use them on Phil's show. But what I've done, because I'll show you my pot, wherever I put my pot.
So you're actually getting 6 in here.
You are, because I wanted...
I'll tell you what I'll do.
I wanted colours that would fit in with the ocean theme.
Yeah.
So if you actually put some together
Beautiful
and
colours.
add them all in a pot,
Yeah.
you can make yourself a mix.
Oh, just showing you here. So this is a custom mix from all the
Yeah. And then
Have a look at that.
if you sprinkle it on your texture paste,
It looks bejewelled.
it's lovely, isn't it? So you've got the 2 fine ones, but I didn't use the rainbow crystals. I used the blue mist, just the one, and then you've got the 4 of the glitter, what's it called? Glitter
lovely.
alchemy.
Okay.
But if you sprinkle it on your paste when it's wet, I think this is dry now. Just in some areas, that looks like proper mermaid tails.
It really does.
Yeah, that's the
You've got-
lighter blue. That's the sky blue.
That magical nature to it. Love that. Yeah, and that's using the stencil that we got. So we've got the 3 fabulous stencils, and of course the glitters. Lovely.
Right, so because I want some glue on my circle, but I don't want loads, so I'm not going to actually put it
Okay.
around the edge.
Right.
I'm just going to dip
The
my
crafty
circle
dip.
in the edge. Yeah. I just want a hint. I don't want too much.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. And because it'll dry quicker as well, like that.
Okay.
Hang on, a little bit more around there. Then we can take. This is the. I'm using.
you don't want
No,
that.
I don't want that one. I'm using the Diamond Dazzle.
Okay.
I believe Phil's got it on his show.
Yeah,
I
the
thought it
Diamond
was on
Dazzle.
mine, but
That's okay. So you're going to dip it. Oh, look at
yeah.
that.
So we can just dip it in the edge there.
Nice. It looks fluffy.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
So, I mean, that is a nice.
Okay. I'm going to leave that there because I want to use it. I'm going to just put this one in as well
Yeah.
before you take it away from me.
We won't take it away from you. Now, you know I've got to ask you a question.
What's that
and
then?
I ask you every time we work together. How is Mr. Ed the cat?
Mr. Eddie's okay.
Yeah, has
You
he been a
saw
good
you saw
boy?
the little box picture
Yeah.
I sent you.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, Ed in the box. We have
Ed
to
in the
keep.
box.
We have a box for him,
Oh.
and he likes boxes with high sides.
Oh, okay.
And he likes to sit in there at night rather than go. He doesn't want to go out. He winds my son up, and he just
He
sits
hasn't been
in the
getting
box.
into any scraps.
No, the gash on his nose is mending now.
Good.
Yeah. So, but I don't know why he gets in such a. Considering he's such a wuss, I don't know why he gets in.
Cats are very different when they go out.
Yeah, he's like, you know, as soon as somebody comes to the door, he's upstairs. You know,
Oh.
he's just such a coward.
But we love him. We
We
love
do.
Ed the cat.
So there's my little
Shall I
glittered
put that
edge.
in
Yes,
for you?
please, darling. Thank you. And all we're going to do is construct our card when I get rid of that glue. So it's not overly glittered. Obviously, it's an option. You can just do the edge with your paste and not glitter it. There we go. And that's on there. But it's just nice to, you know, Phil likes a little bit of sparkle, so, you know, you have to keep him happy.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm gutted that I'm glad I got to work with you today, but I am genuinely gutted that I'm not going to spend the weekend with you guys. 'Cause I think you've got some fantastic shows coming up.
We
this
have, yeah, we have.
weekend. Yeah.
We've been looking forward to this for quite a while.
And so many viewers as well.
Yeah, and you know, obviously some of the products Phil's hung on to, especially for this weekend.
Get them while you can.
Yeah.
Genuinely, and please don't think I'm saying this just as a sales technique. I really am. I'm not. I was chatting to Phil, and we've had such a busy start to the celebrations today, and I know you've got shows for the whole weekend,
Yeah.
but we're looking at stock. There is a good chance that certain
Some of them
items
won't be back.
will not be
Look, we've already
lasting.
lost the pearls on Phil's show.
Well, okay, there's a good example.
Yeah, we've got pearls on this show, which I'll just use in a moment.
Okay, nice. So if you missed out on the pearls earlier,
So we just pop that there like that, okay? And we just, because the pearls, there's 3 different sets. You've got them there.
yeah, oh yeah.
And I'm going to use the ocean
show-
spray.
show
Now,
you
obviously,
the
we
3.
could stick them in the corners if we wanted to.
Those
But
are the 3
it's
colourways.
quite nice just to have just a bit added to your beach,
Yeah.
if you like.
And there are different sizes on there as well.
There's 2 different sizes.
Yeah.
There's 5mm and there's 8mm.
They are incredibly decadent.
They are. They're duotoned, which are really cool.
And it's that because I kind of associate with Phil. He makes the most beautiful cards.
He
and
does.
A lot of the time, just
Very
finishing
special.
off and just the pearls and having that flat base as well is important.
Yeah, so we just had a couple over here as well.
These are perfect for everything. Just coordinates so well.
Yeah, it's like he thought about it. But so just as I said, Phil's pearls are sold out on his show. So and once mine are gone,
They're gone too.
there's no extended delivery on the pearls.
Okay.
So there we are. So I'll just fold that back on the fold so we can get it to stand up.
Now that's
So there we go.
Julia, that is a beautiful card. It all started with the fact we used that fantastic stamps designed by Trudy. Then we started building up. We used our textures. We edged with the texture paste. We added the sparkle into the mix as well. We won't go anywhere. I'll just jump onto the website quickly as we allow Julia to reset for the next demonstration. What are you going to be popping into your basket? Everything is busy. Now, I'll tell you what, we've got in the gallery 2 lovely people. Jimmy is possibly the nicest guy you will ever meet in the world. And Katie, I would say exactly the same, our
Aw.
producer Katie. I mean that, guys. You 2 are really nice. So what I'm going to do, I will treat you both. You can pick 1 item each. What would you like? No, Molly, you don't get a mention.
Oh, poor Molly.
Molly's lovely too. Molly's, I can't look, I'm going to have to then talk about Taz. He's lovely. Okay, so the pens, that's going to be for Katie. And Jimmy, what would you like? He's going for the big collection. Molly, what would you like? Oh, she'd like the stencils? Okay, if we can get the stencils from Molly. And Taz is up a ladder at the moment, but I'm going to get him the papers. Because we can't leave. Taz is our tech expert. So Taz is, by the way, at the moment, just to... Cause we don't get to talk about Taz very often, but ladies, I will tell you that Taz is currently doing the press-up challenge, 100 press-ups a day. He's like, he looks like one of those Roman statues.
Oh
standing there. It's
dear, oh
incredible.
dear. I'm sure the viewers must realise that you tell the tallest stories. You
Taz,
really
stop there.
do.
Tell Julia, are you doing the
He's
press-up
running
challenge?
away, look.
It's the truth. He's doing it. He
He's not
genuinely-
nodding, that's for sure.
He was telling me all about it. Okay.
You're so
Julia, he
naughty.
really is doing the press-up challenge.
You're so naughty.
Okay.
Right. I don't know why that's there because it's hidden now. It's
Okay.
one of my patterns.
Well,
that
just
have-
show
yeah.
one. Just use the shell.
That's
This
one
is-
shell.
This is showing you a very different way of using it. Now that is beautiful.
It's so easy. It's so easy. I just had a play yesterday because, like I say, we
Julia,
haven't
that
had very
is
much
stunning.
time.
Yeah.
And I suddenly thought,
Wow.
oh, I wonder if...
And you wondered.
Because it started with my... have you seen my dolphin sort of kaleidoscope circle thing?
No, where's that?
It's over here somewhere. I just
let Julia
disappear.
find it. While doing that, just to give you the details, so this is our big bundle designed by Trudy Howard, and we're showing you examples. What?
It's not perfect, but it doesn't need to be.
What I'm about
said
to
what
show
I was
you,
gonna
if
say.
you were looking for any excuse to get hold of this set, I've got it in my hands right now. Where have you ever seen anything like that? Do you know what it's like? One of those old 1920s movies where
Yeah.
they used to film above and they do those big elaborate dance scenes?
yeah. Or Fantasia is a or
Love
other
that.
other movies are available.
So we're going to play with our dolphins.
So we're going to play with the dolphin, but this is a really what we're going to do is really clean and simple.
Okay.
And I'll see if we might not get it all coloured in, but it's so quick and easy to do.
Nice. So do you want to hear my dolphin story quickly?
Oh, have you swam with dolphins?
No, I haven't swum with dolphins.
Neither have I.
I only swim with wild dolphins there because they don't like being kept in captivity.
No.
So there was a story, an old presenting job. So this was a true story, not one I made up. There was a guy, he was in the Caribbean and he always wanted to swim with dolphins, and he was on a yacht and he saw some dolphins, wild dolphins swimming behind, so he just jumps off the yacht. When he jumped off,
Is this true?
True story. No, it was in the news. True story. And he was like, where have the dolphins gone? Then, now don't get scared by this, but then he saw a shark in the water. So that's why the dolphins went. But the dolphins, for some reason, we give out the same electric signature as dolphins, so they want to look after us.
Yeah.
So the dolphins all came back. They circled around the guy until the boat turned around and came and picked him up. So they actually made sure to protect him.
They saved his life.
They saved his life.
Oh.
And that's why I love dolphins, and that's why we need more dolphin stamps.
We do. So I've stamped one. I'm using Morning Mist, which is the grey VersaFine Clair, and I've also stamped on like a masking sheet as well. So, I mean, for this particular one, we're only bothered about the nose, okay? So, I've got dirty mark on. I've got dirty marks on everything today.
It's okay.
So we're going to have him, so they're overlapping about there.
Nice. Oh, I love these dolphin stamps.
Yeah, they're really beautiful, aren't they?
The whole set, I'm so impressed with. Trudy...
She's done it. She's tremendous.
But she always does it. She's such a talented designer.
Yeah.
Is Trudy watching?
I hope so.
Trudy, if you're watching, I genuinely love this set. I think you've done such a good job.
She has.
You've got to get Trudy in.
I know.
one day.
Phil's really proud of her. She's been here for a dream day.
Yeah?
Yeah, she has.
Oh, good.
So obviously she watches.
We got hopefully more people coming in for dream days because we had the
Yes,
deal
I
wheel.
heard about that.
Yeah.
So then we've got the last one coming about here.
Nice.
I did mess around a few with different ideas on how to do this, but I think this was the best way. So we've now got 3 dolphins swimming like that, okay?
You know, it's always nice, and we kind of keep track. We can see where we have viewers right now, and I love the fact Hochanda is an international channel. Obviously, we are based in the UK, but we have viewers in Europe, America, and of course the UK. I keep on saying wherever you're watching and part of the family, but I genuinely mean that. So feel free, you can watch us online whenever, but we always love getting emails in, or if you've got any questions, so do get in touch. We love hearing from you, but wherever you're watching, you're part of the family, so thank you for choosing to spend your time with us.
So there's a little bubble in the set as well, so we can have the bubbles coming up from them.
Oh, cute. So having a little think, got 2 minutes. Julia,
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I know the time's
That's fine. So obviously I'm not going to have time to colour in. Do you want me to colour in, or do you want me to stamp a sentiment?
I think colour in a little bit quickly. We'll use the pens because they have been very popular.
Okay, so really easy how to do this. So I've taken the light grey and I just tend to go like this and then around.
I mean, that light grey, you don't need to do anything with it. That's beautiful.
No, so we're just going up and down like that, all around the edge.
The colours that you're getting with the pen, the colour palette, just lends themselves so beautifully to the collection, don't you think?
Yeah, perfectly.
Yeah.
It's as if they were made for this.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. And then all we need to do is take a pen,
so
and we can pull the colour out.
Do the pens come with the watercolour brush as well?
Yeah, they come with 2. It's got a fine tip and a medium tip. So you can see, look, just pulling that colour out, colours in that. So you've just got the definition where the shadow would be, and then just working over the surface.
I mean, I've seen watercolour brushes for £7 just for one watercolour brush.
Yeah, definitely.
Considering you're getting 2 of those, and you're obviously getting all the brushes inside, beautifully presented, this is a great bundle. Well, I say, a great option. Unfortunately, time's beaten us, Julia. I've got a question for you.
As always, yes, my darling.
Have you had fun?
Yes, always.
Good. I was
always.
When are you back tomorrow?
I'm back at 8 o'clock in the morning with Phil.
Nice.
Then I've got a show at 11, and then Phil's on at 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
Fantastic. Just going to show you the bundle. This is what we've been playing with. We'll flash the details on your screen. It's been popular. We're going to be featuring it throughout the whole weekend, but I have to say we're starting to notice now, because Julia and Phil have had such busy hours, items are starting to go, and when they go, a lot of items we're not bringing back on extended delivery.
Don't miss out on the pearls.
Yes. Thank you, Julia. And thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, I've really enjoyed that, and I'm looking forward to the next hour. Abs is here, everybody. We're talking all and create our one-day special. After that, we've got Sentimentally Yours Weekend Wow, and then a repeat of our one-day special.
Hello everyone, I've got a minute or two to tell you why you should all be members of Hochanda Freedom. Did you know that with Hochanda Freedom you could be saving on your deliveries every single month? For just a £6.97 monthly fee, you'll benefit from unlimited standard delivery, which means the more you spend with us, the more you save. And do you know the best bit? You can cancel at any time. Becoming a member of Hochanda Freedom, you'll also be able to take advantage of our exclusive Freedom members discounts, where you can save anything up to 20% on an already fantastic Hochanda price. Freedom members will also receive our exclusive members badge and Freedom newsletter, which will keep you updated with all the goings on behind the scenes. Look at all these benefits for £6.97 per month. Over 12,000 of you are already members, and we thank you so much for being part of our family and sharing your crafting passion with us. In fact, I'm going to hand over to you to tell everyone else about your experience with Hochanda Freedom.
I'm a Freedom member, which means I can shop a lot.
It's the discounts and all the special offers you get.
I get special offers, I get special discounts. They tell me when everything's happening. So if there's a special show I want to watch, then it's there.
I'm able to just shop when I'd like.
It's just good to have.
Yes, you do save. If you buy like I do, you save.
You see, you could be a member instantly for £6.97 per month with no monthly obligation. So when you want to cancel, you can. Just give us a call or go to our website quoting the item number 888 888. So, don't forget you get your unlimited standard delivery, exclusive Freedom discounts, members badge and members newsletter. What are you waiting for? Join Hochanda Freedom today and become a member of the growing Hochanda family.
Hello everybody and a warm welcome. So we've got another look at our one day special. Can I introduce you to the supremely talented Abs, who's looking very dapper. Loving the get up.
Thank you.
This is a very cool jacket.
Thank you.
New specs?
New
Yeah,
specs.
I like that. Okay, look, what we're going to be doing here, one day special. We always bring you something above and beyond. And this is what All in Crate do, is bring you something that is different. Now, Abs, I know that you're feeling a little bit under the weather. We'll look after you. So if you need any water, feel free to just get a glass of water. 40% of the one day special's gone.
Oh, wow.
40%.
Amazing.
That's
40%.
in 1 hour. So, proving very popular. Now, what I would say, hold back. Because we've got to show you a load of goodies, and I'll explain why it all will become clear. But just talk us through this for now, Abs.
Okay, so this is an amazing bundle here, all designed by Bipasha.
Wow.
So she...
I can easily see it's Bipasha. I'm getting to know your designers.
Yeah,
seriously, I'm looking at that.
Well,
I can see her style.
We all know Bipasha straight away to whatever she would design.
Yeah.
Even like usually what we said before, me and Leon, usually she does the collage ready on the when it comes to a 4-stamp set, and we know straight away from her collage. But this time she's but this time she did like separate element, but we still share it and say, oh, that's Bipasha, because her touch is in there, all the small details she adds, and all the elements hidden, text, numbers, and she adds all the splatters and all the details.
Incredible example there. That was an inspiration. So that is your first set. Now what I would say, and the reason why I'm saying hold back, because we're going to show you a few sets and then we've got an overarching complete bundle that we're going to share with you, so decide which would work. Okay, we're going to move on. Don't apologize. It's the hardest thing in the world. We've got a little bit of a tickly cough to present, so I do feel for you, buddy. Okay, we're going to move here. Oh, I love this now. So tell us a little bit about
that's
this.
Another bundle, and this time they're 2 A5-stamp sets.
Yeah.
They complement each other very well. They work beautifully with the previous one and with the next bundle as well. They are here. That window, she has like it has that kind of vintage look and nice old window with a curtain on the top there. And there's so many elements. Like sometimes we don't see them from the first look, but the minutes I will show you in a minute. We will show you in a minute. Sorry, some samples, and you will see so many other hidden elements. I like also the key. I like the bird. I like the flowers. They're so versatile. You can use them in many projects, and I do love the Bipasha. I'm very fan.
It just screams for colour.
Yeah.
I mean,
screens for colour. Colour me.
Yeah, it does. And you're seeing here the detail that you get, and this is a hallmark of All in Crate as a brand. It's the fact that I'm noticing, or we're hearing, that you're already going for that complete collection. We haven't even got there yet. I'm going to move on. But it's the intricacy, the detail, the quirkiness. You're always getting something original. Now, we're just having a look at that second set there. Beautiful. Okay, so details on your screen if you want to go for the individual option, but I'd say the majority of you are going for the complete collection, which I'm about to share after we see these set of 4.
Here we have another bundle. There's our little cute 8/7s. There's our 8/7 stamp set. A bundle of 4 stamp set. They're perfect for layering, perfect for backgrounds. There's one of the stamps that you always have them on your desk because you can fit them easily in any sort of project, any kind of project you created, big, small one, a journal cards, and you can stamp it, and you can also stamp it all as it is, or just highlight some details of it, and you can mix and match between them. You can stamp them different layers, different colors, and to create more of depth and interest, and they go very well with the rest of the stamp set because we have focal images mainly on the first stamp set, but those we get together because you need sort of contrast and you need more continuity and you need a good balance. So those are perfect.
That's the key. Okay, now I like what you're saying there. It's about that balance. Now, if you do want to get the complete collection, so all 3 sets together, just showing that, so you're getting all of these. Feel free to, if you want some water or you want to have a coffee. I'm just going to show you some finished inspirations. So now let's have a look at that price, because if you're a Freedom member, have a look at what happens. You are saving £18.69. It is a why not deal, so you're better off becoming a Freedom member, and you can split the price over 2 payments, £39.12. Over 80% of the stock has gone. 80% of the stock in 1 hour. That's of the complete collection, and it really does solidify just how popular the release is. And this is what we want to do with one-day specials. We want to bring you something that does go above and beyond. Let me just show you some other examples here. So feel free to hand me anything you want to show.
I'm going to show you.
Look at this.
So we have this one here as a colour version of that train stamp by Corey Harriman, and it just shows. You were saying before, Screamers for colour. There you go, and you have here a coloured version here.
I love
and
that.
You can also use just sometimes the small details from the stamp set. It's not the big designs. We usually don't go for that one straight away, but look, even the small stamp set, you can create very nice finished samples with them.
Seeing this.
So you have that one also by Joe Rice, another card that I really, really like. The depth and the dimension, this one is just amazing. And the colours in the background.
Wow, wait till you see this.
Yeah, that's another tag that I've done using
Love your colours though.
Thank
some
you.
Beautiful colours in there. Oh, should I just pick this one up here?
Yeah. And then we have the window here done by Bipasha in completely different style. And as you can see, all the elements layered here underneath are using the rest of the stamp set, the flower, the leaves, and all the designs. That one by Debbie Martin, sometimes it just show you how you can mix and match just small elements, but they work very well, beautifully together. We have another tag here by Joe Rice, and can you see that large key here on the A4 stamp set? Shrink plastic. Yeah, it's just a tiny bit now here, and they really like how she's hanging there. And then we do have those 2 more samples here. We have the tree by Joe Rice again, and it's fantastic.
Good. Yeah,
she's really good with her layer and imagery. And then I have one of my favourite from Debbie Martin's, which is this one. The train and the key, they work beautifully together.
So, decoupage that up as well, so layer up.
3D and more dimension, but also her background is in different stamps. So we see them here in the background and stencils. It's just amazing.
This is a great example of when you start using, and that's why I think the complete collection has been so popular, because you start putting all the elements together and you can really achieve something very special. Take advantage of, if you are going to go for that complete collection, I don't want anybody paying full price, because you will save money becoming a Freedom member, and then you're able to take advantage of Freedom discount. Your P&P's included. I'll just show you what that means. So as a Freedom member, now I do accept Freedom membership does cost £6.97, but you are saving £11.64. What I would say, and this is so important, you get to enjoy Freedom membership for a whole month, but if you do not want to continue with your Freedom membership, you have to opt out, okay? Freedom membership, once you've signed up, if you want it, you can opt out at any time, but you do need to opt out if you want to opt out of your Freedom membership, or stop it, I should say. Okay, so that is why I'm saying I don't want anybody to pay for the full price. Dispatch is going to be from... just on this, sorry, not on the on what we're showing you right now. The dispatch is going to be on the 18th of March.
Yeah, the die is the 18th of March. Yeah, all the rest is on there.
Shall I just lift up this board and we can have a little look at what you are getting? So 22 flexi payments to 21.19. You're getting 3 sets, and they are, I mean, they're Great sizes.
Yeah, they are larger than what you can see the picture on the packaging, because obviously you have all the elements to fit in the packaging. So that's the correct size of the dies. And we have here Janet Pring kindly did all these die cuts for us here. You can see them here just to have an idea how they cut. But also what I like about this die is like even the negative, you don't waste anything because you can use them. You have the numbers, you have the hexagons, and you have all the details that we use.
Should we show some finished examples?
Yeah, we have some examples here.
That's nice.
That one here is a tag where it's upside down.
So absolutely. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, where you can see here. So all the detailed flowers and the birds from the big collection bundle, but also you can see here. Can you see here?
Yeah, yeah.
That border die is used in there.
Nice.
Also, we have here some samples here from Bipasha.
Nice.
In the same style.
I think your mic's just getting. There we go.
There we go.
There's
Is
your
that
jacket
better?
on your mic. You get to show off your packs. There we go.
Okay.
So we're just showing you another inspiration, and then this beautiful. Okay, so those are your dies. We're just having a look at the bundle that you're getting now, but really nice set of dies there. Take advantage. You got the 2 flexi payments, 270852, your item number. Do you know what you remind me of in that jacket? Have you seen, what was Brad Pitt's movie? Was it Once Upon a Time in America?
No.
Oh, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You look just like him. Seriously, you've got to check it out. Okay, now, we've got more for you. This is a nice stamp set. So, instantly, that background, that's large, it's dramatic. I like that.
Yeah, I like this one, and I like this bundle here. You have this stamp set, and you have the stencil, the A5 stencil, the mini tribe here, little tribe here. It's a very nice stencil where you can see, I like all the design, have all the patterns, and yeah, and that is here samples. That is a sample here done by Anna's friend, where you can see.
So sorry.
No, that's fine. So you can see here all these.
I'll show the stamps.
Okay, we'll put them later.
So there's the stamps that we're seeing here, but I mean, technique-wise, phenomenal. Okay.
I'll show you here quickly, just remember that I have it here in a journal. Can you see the stencils here used on the back?
Yes.
The stamps, sorry, used on the back of that journal here. It's where you can see a colour, but also you can see, yeah, that's true, but also you can see the dies and the stencils that we have in the shell and the die used in that cover, the back cover of a journal that I created.
Very nice. Details on your screen, 1998 there, 402211, your item number. They're stencils. Oh, now there's one in particular that is, am I right in saying this is your best seller?
That was, yeah, one of our best seller. Our best seller is the next bundle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a bestseller, but and then when we released the other one, but it's still one of our top sellers of all the time. That is Sunflower Power. That is large A4 stencil, so many details, so many images you can do it. We have here this sample here next to it by Janet Pring here, where you can see completely different way of using the stencil and using nice cuties and highlighting all the details and the elements.
We're getting both the stencils?
Yeah.
So you're seeing here, you're getting this large. I mean, that is great size. I'm thinking now mixed media, scrapbooking, because you have got that large size.
A4. And if you see, that one will match the A5 that we had in the previous bundle. But as obviously, you can see different size. That is half of it. That is half of what you get here. Okay. But also the space between the designs is larger in here, so you have a nice contrast if you like.
To play it together.
Yeah.
And I'll just show you. That is it, inked out. Oh, we love that.
I did that print. I did the print here with Jerry Plate using that stencil, 2 different greens, green paints, and I just love the texture, it's so yummy.
1998 your price there, 018536 your item number. Okay, so we've got one more bundle of stencils to share with you, and then we're going to get to demonstration. And these are now the best-selling stencils All and Create have ever brought to you. You are getting, let me just show you this. All 4 of these fabulous showstopper stencils. So you're Totally Dotty?
That's Totally Dotty. That's the top seller of all time.
Is that the best one of all time? Okay, lovely. And when you just see the techniques that you can do with Totally Dotty, I'm not surprised that that is popular. I mean, that's beautiful. We got this one. I love this next one.
Yeah, the next 3 ones are done by Olga Haldfeld stencils. The details of the...
Wow, that's incredible. As we progress down, and I'm only conscious of the fact I'm speeding up so we can get you to demonstration. This one I've seen played with a number of times, and you're constantly going to discover different scenes in there. And oh yeah, look at this.
Very happy with that.
Thank you. Cheers, buddy. Look, and that's why these stencils are special. You're getting all 4 of these absolute showstopper A4 stencils. £19.98 is your flexi price, or $39.96. We're going to tell you a little bit about Freedom membership. Now, I was saying the first bundle, it is a why not deal. You're better off becoming a Freedom member. And if you're not familiar with Freedom membership, here's our Janice to tell you some more.
Hello everyone, I've got a minute or two to tell you why you should all be members of Hochanda Freedom. Did you know that with Hochanda Freedom you could be saving on your deliveries every single month? For just a £6.97 monthly fee, you'll benefit from unlimited standard delivery, which means the more you spend with us, the more you save. And do you know the best bit? You can cancel at any time. Becoming a member of Hochanda Freedom, you'll also be able to take advantage of our exclusive Freedom members discounts, where you can save anything up to 20% on an already fantastic Hochanda price. Freedom members will also receive our exclusive members badge and Freedom newsletter, which will keep you updated with all the goings on behind the scenes. Look at all these benefits for £6.97 per month. Over 12,000 of you are already members, and we thank you so much for being part of our family and sharing your crafting passion with us. In fact, I'm going to hand over to you to tell everyone else about your experience with Hochanda Freedom.
I'm a Freedom member, which means I can shop a lot.
It's the discounts and all the special offers you get. I get special offers, I get special discounts. They tell me when everything's happening. So if there's a special show I want to watch, then it's there.
I'm able to just shop when I'd like.
It's just good to have. Yes, you do save. If you buy like I do, you save.
You see, you could be a member instantly for £6.97 per month with no monthly obligation. So when you want to cancel, you can. Just give us a call or go to our website quoting the item number 888 888. So, don't forget you get your unlimited standard delivery, exclusive Freedom discounts, members badge and members newsletter. What are you waiting for? Join Hochanda Freedom today and become a member of the growing Hochanda family.
So we're looking at the complete bundle right now, and I've got some breaking news because we are approaching limited stock on the complete bundle. Have a look at the price. Considering what you are getting here, value for money, as a Freedom member, your saving jumps to, I think I'm right in saying £18. You're also able to split that in half as well, courtesy of our flexi payment, and you're also carrying, you'll be carrying across the £3 saving on top of that £18 that you would have had with the one-day special. So it's actually over a £20 saving that you would have. It's £21.69 that you would be having. That would be the true saving that you are getting. But look, forget the price. For me, it's the quality of the stamps, the designs. You're going to use them. You're going to fall in love with them, and to illustrate the point, we're going to play with them. Okay, what we're going to do?
With them, yeah. So now we're going to play. So before, on my first hour, so when I was doing some stamping of some ready backgrounds, I had some backgrounds already, with jelly plates and some, yeah. So if everyone didn't see them, so that we're going to do now. Can you see here different backgrounds you have in different colours, and each time different stamp sets. So we have the train here, we have the tree with the door, we have another train. So all different.
Love those.
So I stamped straight away on ready background that I created at home. So now I'm going to just quickly create the backgrounds and using the stencils, because I promised before that I will show you later how I did the.
I'm looking forward to this. I love using jelly plate. Now, as we're doing this, we've got to give a mention to a very special studio guest that's in the house. Janet's here. Hello, Janet.
Hello. Hi, Janet.
Working hard, our Janet.
Working hard to keep me company. Okay, so we have here our jelly plate, and we're going to use our stencils here, but also we're going to use the dies. The dies from the pencil here. So we just cut here some dies to go with
and we'll
our
flash
stencils.
the details of the dies on the screen.
So I'm just going to grab some colors here. So I have here some acrylic paint. Doesn't matter. You can use any brand you want, or any colors here. So we're just choosing.
Nice.
just let me grab a piece of paper to take all the excess of the paint.
Okay.
I like doing it on my...
Yeah.
So then I will have a nice background.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have first color, have a second color. Now I'm working in kind of rainbow in ombre.
And what you're seeing here, for any new crafters watching, thinking that's a very dirty gel press.
It is.
That is when it's a seasoned gel press. So actually, the dirtier it is, the better the effects you're going to achieve.
I agree.
So you do not want your gel press to be pristine.
No, I never clean my gel.
Yeah.
Okay, so I put here different colors of my sorry, acrylic paint here on my jelly plate, and I'm just using a brush and gonna apply a thin layer of paint, and then taking all the excess.
Nice. So create backgrounds.
Yeah.
See, you and Leonie, that's why you get on so well. Great
Yeah.
minds.
And then I will do the same thing with the next two colors.
Lovely, nice blend. Oh yeah, I like those colours. Beautiful. And you're deliberately going different directions. Yeah.
Yeah, just different directions.
See, that's
to get
already
to-
apps.
Yeah.
Now, there are viewers at home who would pay good money for backing paper of that design.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And then I'm just going to do the last one here.
Okay.
I'm not going on the top of the other color that I did before, because otherwise I will take off some paints and then I will not have enough to do my prints later. So a bit of contrast now with some purple. I like these backgrounds.
Yeah.
I'm going to use it later to die cut my using the dies and to have some nice die cuts all fitted.
Okay.
So as I said, I'm going to work with use some of my dies here. So I'm going to use them as a stencil in this technique. So I'm just going to put them on.
That is a very interesting. I'll be honest with you, Abs.
Yeah.
I've never used a die cut in this way. I've used stencils on a gel press. I've never used the dies.
And I can use also this one if I want here, or maybe yeah, here. That's it. And then I'm gonna use some stencils as well to block all these dies together. So I'm gonna put stencil here, this stencil here.
Nice. They do work so well together.
Yeah, and then the last one I'm gonna put it here.
If you've never seen a gel press used before, you're in for an absolute treat.
Oops, let me take that one. Yep.
Nice. Oh, you laid that back spot on.
And then I have here a piece of normal paper, copy paper or printer paper or whatever you call it. And then I'm gonna press very well to take all the excess of the paints. But because here I layered sorry.
Okay.
Because here I have so many layers, because I layered my stencils and my dies and also the stencils. So, for example, here on the edges it's fine because there's only one stencil, so it's easy to grab the paint through the gaps and the holes on the stencils. But here on the middle, for instance, because I have so many layers, so just make sure to rub and to press very well, so your paper will grab all that excess of paint through the stencils and the design. But also you can use your brayer if you want, just to give it a good pressure and to grab all the details.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. I always have that nice excess. And if you see, for example, that some places you didn't press very well, you just take your paper and go and grab all this. Yeah, and maybe here. But also sometimes what I do, I just take one stencil because there's so many layers, and then I go and just make sure. Yeah, here from the middle, especially those small designs. Yeah, see? I keep, each time I do that, I just take more and more, and then I do the same thing here.
Nice.
I think I should stop here before the rest is fine.
Okay.
Okay. And now, just carefully take off the die cuts because they are very intricate and I don't want to
keep those. Oh, what? Stop it! 2-for-1 technique. So we've coloured our die cut. Not only have you coloured it, that looks amazing.
Yeah, I just.
That is awesome.
I like it. I have another one that I've done before.
Bit of a glossy accent.
Different colour, and they have this one also different colour. So I like this dies, and so as I said. as you said, a 2-in-1. I use it as a stencil to get my background, but also I got the colours. So, and then because the colours are the same as on my background, so it's easy for me to use them later because it's going to be matchy colours. They match, yeah.
That is very cool. I like that a lot.
And then the
make
same
the most out of everything. You've got the coordination as well, because you're going to have that in your background design.
Yeah.
And then you've got the die cut to layer over.
Absolutely, yeah. And then just carefully.
Oh, he's a crafty one.
Take that one and look.
Yes, we like it.
Can you see?
Everybody.
I don't know if the camera is.
Everybody loves this. That's genius.
No, I can't.
That's okay. No, there we go. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, this way.
Very good. So,
Okay.
but then, this is where the real magic is going to happen.
So now make sure it's dry 100% before you do your print. Because if the paint is not dry, and then you put the white one, you will lose all the details.
Give it a little bit of a waft.
Yeah. It should be dry because I put thin layer, but also we took all that excess of paint before. I'm sorry again.
Don't apologise. I think you're doing a great job. I was saying to Abs, it's the hardest, if you're feeling a little bit under the weather, to be able to present on TV, because any other job, well, unless you're in front, you know, working with the public, but if you're in an office, you can kind of skulk behind your computer and keep yourself to yourself. But as a presenter, you have to come in and be all happy, even though you're feeling wrong. So you're doing a very good job.
So if you are home, leave it to dry more and give it a few more minutes to dry completely, because the more it's dry, the better print you will get later on. I think all the colours here are dry except a little bit of the pepper. I can see it's still not dry, but I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead with the next step, because otherwise we'll be waiting here all evening. And you can't use any heat tools because it's jelly, otherwise it will melt. So you can't do that.
Don't put heat on your jelly.
Yeah. So I will leave it to leave it to dry naturally. Give it a few more minutes. So I may have a nice print here, but the purple I'm not sure, but I may have also a nice one. So now I'm going to do is I'm going to another layer of white to cover all that, and to do a nice.
Because we've
print.
dried it, you're not going to lose the detail, and that's the key with the gel press technique. So you're just building up those layers and layers of detail.
Okay. So that one's.
Any brown?
Where's that thing? Yeah. Just with this one, because I don't want to braid on the top of this one. So even this one is nice.
Yeah, I think
I'm going to do the back. Yeah. Okay, so that's my the cross, Jimmy, the cross. Just making sure it's on the cross.
He knows.
So yeah, now I'm applying.
Jimmy's saying you've been very good today.
Thank you. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. Yeah, I'm covering. Actually, even that purple is all dry. We can see because. You have, if it's not dry, you will see the color blending, and you will see like the blue, the green, through the, but here it's all white, which means everything is dry, which is good. And then I put my tag. Yeah, just make sure I have all this nice pattern. What you can do, either you keep propping it like this, or just to make sure, what I do is I put it back. And then I give it a good rub.
Nice.
Good rub, so your paper will grab all that paint, but also all those layers of colours and of pattern that are, and I don't need that white.
Now, be honest, have you, in a previous incarnation, ever worked as a masseuse?
No.
Okay.
No.
I think you've got another hidden talent there.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I like good massage, but okay, I think this is fine.
Oh, come on!
And then you need to have your
that. Can I just tell that to camera?
Yeah.
I'll show you. Look at that. That is absolutely incredible. Using the dye, using the stencils, working with your gel press, and this is and the thing is, you're just going to keep on pulling and pulling more and more fantastic backgrounds into the mix. Love that technique. There we go. You okay?
Yeah.
I think Janet's going to get you some more water. There we go.
Yeah.
No, we won't see you, Janet. It's fine. There we go. Janet's fine. God bless you.
So I did one here, and it's the same way I did the others. It's just different colors, and each time for example, here I use the sunflower. I use here the sunflower power stencil on the top. Here I used, can you see the dies here? The dies are the numbers. You can see. Also, I use the other die here, and I use so many dies. So now I'm gonna start. Let me put those aside.
Seeing them being used, that's a great way to use
Actually, sorry, before putting that aside, because I'm using it here, let me just have it. Yeah, quickly, I will also use the same stencils now. Because I have
getting serious, you've rolled up the sleeves.
Yeah, okay, ready for the next step. Yeah, so now because I still have it here, I don't clean it because I still like those textured leftovers. I have here a second tag. I'll be using now with the other stencils here. Just put second print quickly, and then I can do the stamping on it. Okay, so I'm going now not with that many color like before. I'm just going with the 2 or 3 colors. I'm doing here the yellow.
Nice.
Maybe just a bit here as well.
Beautiful.
Doing not that much blue like before.
I've got to tell you, the big bundle for the details that are at the bottom of your screen for that fantastic collection of stamps. It is a why not deal, so you are better off becoming a Freedom member, enjoying it for a month, then opt out at the end of that month if you don't want to continue, but you will be saving money signing up as a Freedom member. This is what you're getting. Everything on there. Now, these are the details for the bottom of your screen, not the main details that you're seeing, but all of these fantastic stamps, and they are incredible stamps, designed by Bipasha.
Okay, so yeah, I did a color, but this time I just mixed all the colors. Because the blue, the yellow, and the green. I'm putting the stencils. Now I'm going to do it in many different steps now. Before I did only one. I put all the stencils, did print, and that's it, and wait for it to dry. Now I'm gonna lay it on the top of this one. So I'm using my absolute favourite stencil in the world.
And this is this is taken over from
Sunflower Power.
Yeah, Sunflower Power.
And that is totally dotty. Well, we have a small version of this one called Lots of Dots, and that was also top seller. And now we have totally dotty, so we have a new top seller now.
Okay.
And we do have a stamp set, a background that we released recently, and it was in my show last week and in Janet's shows as well. It's a matching stamp set to it with the same design in a small format. Yeah, it's called reverse.
Start playing with the two together. That would look fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's already looking fantastic.
Yeah, that's already in there. And can you see here on side of circles? Can you see here the colours from the previous print? That's why I don't clean my jelly plate. That's why I like my jelly plates. That's why I like all that left over the plate.
Gives it the interest. Yeah, totally agree. Okay.
Now I'm just going to add a little bit of colour. I'm going to stay with the same same sorts of colours. Just a little bit of blue, not much because it's a bit darker here, and add. Do this one quick. I'm not going to layer that much because I want to show you something else.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
I like it. So a bit of blue here.
Nice.
Go with the same thing. That one will be very light compared to the other one because I put a very thin layer of paint, and also the colours are very, very light, so it will be different. And then I'm going to use that Sunflower Power, like the whole family of top sellers today.
Yeah, I tell you.
Sorry.
Okay.
And use that one just here. I don't have that much paint here, but just showing you.
Do you want to know the presenter trick for helping a throat?
Yeah?
Honey.
Honey.
Spoonful of honey, it coats the throat and it helps. And then when you're drinking, honey and lemon, warm honey and lemon.
Honey and lemon. Yeah, I do honey and lemon at home, yeah. With ginger as well sometimes.
Oh yeah, there you go. He knows, doesn't need me to.
So yeah, I'm doing, now taking all that excess of paint here. Because it was a very thin layer, I just want to add a layer of texture and details. So we're not taking that much. Good. Like this, and then we stop here. Taking off my stencils, and again carefully take my die cut. Very light, as I said before. Very subtle compared to the first one, but I still like it. Okay, I'm gonna do. I think it's dry already because it was very thin. thin layer. But you can see now the totally dotty, but I don't know if you can you see
No,
the...
you can see that, yeah.
You can see the sunflower, yeah, yeah. No, that's actually the best angle. Can you see even, can you see all that we're going to get later? So you have the stencil, you have the dies, you have the other stencil, and you have the fourth stencil as well
This
here.
is going to be good. You got a good feeling?
No more pressure.
No, it'll be good.
Yeah, yeah.
Full faith in you.
Okay, just put the white now. Let's put that nice print.
Nice. Did you have any snow in your neck of the woods? You did? Okay.
Okay, so doing the white.
Nice.
Good layer of white paint to cover all that. See, we can already see some of the pattern we're gonna get. Okay, so put it, yeah, this side this time.
There we go. The shiatsu massage.
Just to make sure my tag will.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I got all these corners.
Oh,
look at that.
Do you mind if I show it to everyone?
Have
a look at that. The layers upon layer of detail you're able to achieve. If you have a gel press, it's upside down, thank you. If you have a gel press,
jelly plate.
Jelly plate, going through, absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. Okay, would you mind, Abs, if we did a quick recap, let you get some water, and then come back to you?
Okay.
Is that good?
And I'll do some stamping.
Sounds good. All right, we're going to do that. Let's jump onto the website and have a little look. So many goodies on the show, brought to you by Abs and All and Create. Now, I've got to tell you that we have had some popular items on there, and I think, have we had some sellouts already? On the individuals, we have had some sellouts, so just letting everyone know that there have been sellouts individually. What I'm going to do, we're going to have the details for the complete collection on your screen. Now, you can go for the options as sets, but the main details, and the only reason we're putting those up is because it is a very popular item, and I've got to tell you that we are very, very close to calling limited stock on this. We said we're approaching, but now we're hurtling towards limited stock. But look at what you're getting with the complete. 23 stamps in total. But when we talk about stamps, these aren't ordinary stamps. This is All and Create. So when you get one image, look at everything that goes into one image that you're seeing here. That is what we're talking about when we say you are getting a stamp. That is what we're saying when you say you're getting a stamp here. The detail that you're getting, you've got sentiments in the mix too, all designed by B. Pasha, and she is so, so talented. When you start seeing the effects, layering, place them together, have some fun. Mixed media, your card making, home decor, construction coming through. And you can see that the design team have absolutely embraced this release with relish. Look at that. Phenomenal. Or how about this one? Play around. Okay, so that's the first set. As I say, you can get the set in, as a pair, or you can go for the complete collection. But look at the price. With the complete collection, if you're a Freedom member, £39.12, you're getting everything that you're seeing right here. I mean, look at the size of these stamps that you're getting in there. They are monster stamps, and I'm just going to show you this. Have a little look. I mean, these are phenomenally detailed. It is that intricacy, that layer of detail that you get, and that is kind of a trademark, a hallmark of All and Create. Beautiful stamps, great quality as well. So when you use these, you will appreciate the quality of the stamps. So that's one set. If I pop that down for a second, and then just show you a second set with the robin. There we go. So everything that I'm showing you now is in the, I think I've got that the wrong way around, apologies. There we go. Everything that I'm showing you now is in the complete collection. Beautiful, absolutely stunning stamps. There was one I didn't show on that first one that you're getting, and apologies, it was a smaller one that's it's hiding from me. I'll come back to that, so I don't want to show you what you're getting. How about this? It's nice. Or what about something like this? Or how about, thank you, buddy. Something like that. So you're seeing those are the stamps I just shared with you. The one I was looking for, our one's gone walkies, but Abs has handed me his one, so I'll just show that and you can see. So this is again included in the one day, I was going to say 1 day, yeah, 1 day special. So you can see it. Dousing myself for a minute. You've got the sign, you've got all the elements coming through. Okay, now these have been used because this is the ones we're demoing with. Okay, so just carry on down, we will see that we've got more for you as well. We've got the set of 4 that you're seeing in here. Now these are your fantastic backgrounds, so you can really have some fun with your backgrounds, embrace them, create something that is truly special. For instance, how about that? Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Well, what about this? Beautiful texture stamps. Let me just show you the actual stamps. I've got them here to give you an idea. Really, really nice. I mean, there's so much going on there. I've got that upside down, haven't I? Lovely. Or how about this one here? Oh, love that. So you get a sense of the size as well that you're getting. Or maybe you like that one. Now, these aren't options. You're getting everything in the complete collection. And then finally, show you that one there. Oh, that's got a great feel to it. You can go vintage there. I think you can achieve something special. So that's a complete collection. We're going to be playing with the complete collection in just one moment. You can go for them as separate bundles as well. But if you do go for the complete collection, check this out. Not only are you getting the £3 saving that you would do with the 1 day special, but you are also getting an additional saving, £11.64. That is your saving as a Freedom member. You're saving on your P&P, you're getting that £869 saving as well, and you can opt out any time. What I would say, if you do not want to continue the Freedom membership, do make sure to cancel your Freedom membership within the first month. Okay, so what are we going to be playing with, Ines?
Okay, so so this is my background that we just created. The background we just created, one of the two. I'm going to use both of them. So I'm starting with this one. I'm going to fix here with some magnets. I'm using the A4 stem set from the ODS and big collection. I said before the train, but I'm going to stamp it again because I really like it. But I'm going to use it now and create a different collage with it. So, so I always use my acetate to see what's the best way to put it and see all different possibilities. Whether I put it here at the side, or I put it this way, or the middle, or a bit up or down. And when I'm happy, I just put my stamp there and then take it with a stamping platform. I think this time I'm going to go a little bit to the left because I want to create a hole and see this time the rest of the page.
Yeah, it's so well designed. You really get a sense of dimension with that train.
So yeah, so I'm pleased with it here.
We actually just have a look at this inspiration, and this is where you could take the train. I mean, that has taken the 3D aspect to a whole new level. You've got the tunnel, the train coming out the tunnel, and we've had a big surge of you going for this option. If you do want to go for the complete collection, we are so close to calling limited stock on it. This is, remember, 1 day special, so these hours, we've got 3 more hours tomorrow. How long we're going to have the complete collection for? I don't know. At the moment, being in only second live hour, and we are very close to calling limited stock, gives you an idea how busy we are for this option. Okay.
So I'm stamping now that nice stamp set. And then I'm just gonna, I just don't want the line because I don't want it to look like kind of it's connected to the edge. Just want one side, but not both. Actually, I took a lot, so I'm just going to bring a little bit more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Give it a few seconds. I'm not sure if it's straight.
15 minutes, just to give you a little time.
Okay, brilliant.
got time.
Still have 5 shares I can finish.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with that.
Nice.
So put that one back. My stamp set.
Very organised, like that.
And then, well, I'm gonna clean it later, but just take that layer. I'm gonna take the tray now. Move my magnets. I want the tray maybe.
And we've got a lot of viewers watching us, UK, Europe and America, so hello to all our viewers going through. Must be nice though having an international audience, because All in Create, I mean, you
it's
really,
all about international.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Audience and international crafters and
your design team. You've got influencers Australia,
we have
Europe,
from,
all over. And
US
in
now.
America?
Yeah, we have John Klein from Texas. John Klein. So if anyone is watching from Texas, and we do have from Germany. We do have from the UK, as I said, and many. We're an international team, and also our design team. Not the design team. We have from France, we have from Spain, Italy, Finland. We do have from the UK. We do have from. Trying to remember any other countries that I forgot.
Jen's having a think.
Yeah, we did have in the past also, because we do have a lot of guest design team members from other countries. So. I like the diversity, and I think it's a very good point, and it's what makes everything rich and more. Because I like when the same stamp set, the same product used by different members, but everyone has different style and different way of a different approach, let's say, to stamping and to the way they use it in their projects. So yeah, just using the second one. Just give it a few seconds, just so the ink will. Yeah, that is perfect.
Nice.
I'm just going to stop here for now for those to stamping. I don't want the tray to be hanging like this, so I'm just going to grunt a little bit and just kind of continue, see?
Out of interest, what colour would you say that is there?
That one is my favourite colour, is green.
It is green, and we've got green on the screen, everybody. We are limited stock for the big bundle, so if you do want to get a hold of it, we've got less than 10% of our stock remaining. Do not miss out. It is fantastic value for money. But forget the value, because the true value of that complete collection is how much you can enjoy it as crafters. And this is what All in Create do so well, because they give you wonderfully imagined designs, beautifully detailed. I mean, layers upon layer of detail, and I know we say that a lot, but because it is the best description of the stamps that you're getting. They're large, they're dramatic, they are statement designs that you are going to embrace. If you are going to go for the complete collection, I don't want anybody paying full price on this. Let me show you, it's a why not deal. So this means if you become a Freedom member, and I understand, I am conscious that it costs you $6.97 to become a Freedom member, but you are saving $11.64. So becoming a Freedom member, you're still going to save money, and then for the month, enjoy Freedom membership. If you find it's not for you, you haven't lost anything, you can opt out at any time. So just for this option. But what I would say, if you've not been a Freedom member before, you get exclusive member discounts, and anything you buy during that month as a Freedom member, your P&P is included, so you never have to worry about your P&P. I am a Freedom member, I love it, and I think you will too.
I'm a Freedom member, and I love it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, just before I forgot, thank you so much for everyone who bought in. Like, I'm really pleased. And,
It deserves to be popular. Okay.
Thank you so much. We thought like we have a large stock to keep us going for 5 hours, but
had a very busy launch. Very busy launch.
So now what I'm using those A7 stamp set. I love those. Are they perfect?
So you're getting a set of 4 of those?
Yeah, I'm loving those. I'm gonna add more texture and build it more, because I'm really pleased with. Here, I'm going to cut a little bit later, so not all the train, some part of it to make it puff more. The same thing for the tree, but before that I just want to add more texture and more design. So I'm going here with 2 colors, the green because I have already all of green, but the orange will remind me a little bit of that. What was left from the jelly plate before, but also that yellow. Okay. So I'm going randomly. We may not see all of it because it's green on green, but that's what I want. It was just discrete details, let's say. See here?
Nice, yeah.
That's what I want, just those small. So that is Leonie's favourite stamp that she said. And the next one that I'm using is my favourite from the series of those 4. Those dots, I really like them, and gonna add one more here to balance it up. To balance.
Lovely. And it just shows you how versatile the stamps are.
Yeah, they're just small. Can you see how it really added a complete another layer to that background? And just be careful because we're stamping, I said it before, I forgot to mention it again, we're stamping on acrylic, and acrylic when it dries is plastic. So when you stamp, do not press that much because it's slippery, and then you may have not nice print. So when you put press, but make sure you're not moving your finger because it's slippery. So to have that nice print. Let me just splatter the other sides. Some lines and
lovely. So just mixing it around, pulling those different aspects from the stamp.
That's it, and then just
9 minutes.
Brilliant. Now I'm just going with first with just that text. It's very can you see like tiny details, fine lines. Let's go here.
Okay, nice. And the point of this technique is you want it to be a bit grungy.
Yeah,
Doesn't need
that's
to be
what I
perfect.
want. See, I'm just adding those details. Well, let me go this side now. Make it the other side.
Nice juicy pad.
Yeah, it's a new one.
Lovely.
I'm really liking it.
You've got a very relaxed style to your crafting apps.
Yeah, I love
You're very
taking my
chilled.
time and I like enjoying it. And I'm a very slow crafter, and when I craft at home, I take all my time. It takes me ages to finish a project, but I prefer enjoying it, and I prefer if I do something, I'm sure of it, and I feel it and enjoy it. I don't like rushing when I craft. Well, sometimes you have to because we have deadlines and everything, but it's not rushing.
Yeah.
By the way, yeah, just adding a bit here.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and now what I'm gonna do is just taking one of the stencils that I used originally. Now I'm just gonna use. Let's
And we
say
have got our stencil
Italy.
bundles. You've got a set of 4. We are very busy for those. This is a bestseller. The one we're seeing here are totally dotty, but you're getting 3 other beautifully ornate stencils in the mix as well. $39.96 is your price.
So I'm going to use here, I'm using those 3 colors that you can see, like here. I'm using the brown, and I'm using the green, there's crushed olive, and I'm using a bit of grey. The reason why I'm using those, the green we already have it here, but it's to remind us of the background, and the brown because later I'm going to bring a little bit of brown, so I know that I'm using later on the brown for the tree and some of the train. So it's the kind of contrast and the balance, and the grey is just for is the kind for shading, and when I start doing add more colour, so I'm sticking to those. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to go with a big pattern because otherwise I will lose a little bit that balance. So I'm just going to go with small details and add some elements there. So I'm going, for example, to let me do that section here.
So what we're effectively doing here is turning our stencil into a stamp.
Stamp this time, yeah. So turning the stamp into stencil and stencil to stamp, the dice to stencils and the dice. So, and also, just because you said that, with the dice, if for example you die cut them on a foam,
like
3D foam, and then you can use them on a stamp.
Yeah.
So 3 in 1, stamp, stencil and die cut.
Nice.
So
like
that's so versatile. So yeah, I added here some brown. And then I think I have too much because if I put all of it, I will have too much brown. So before I add some water, I'm just going to take off some of it. I just want a few bits like this. Yeah, I'm happy with this one. Oops.
Okay.
Sorry. Water.
Oh, now you've had a lovely message from Jackie, who's put on Facebook that you're her favourite demonstrator for mixed media.
Oh, thank you,
nice.
sir. Oh,
Thank you, Jackie.
thank you
That's a
so
nice
much,
comment.
Jackie. I need to go and check it. And yeah, and then I'm bringing that brown. I'm not gonna press, like usually I press a lot to make sure I have a nice print, but now I don't want something dark. I just want, well, I took it too early, I think. Okay, if you do that, just quickly grab the.
And thank you so much for all the lovely comments you've been getting in. It's funny because Katie, our producer, was saying that one of her favourite apps, it uses a thing called Super Like, and she said she'd definitely give you a Super Like.
Thank you, Super Like.
I don't know, what app is that? Okay.
And then just do a little bit of bouncing there. Just to bring in a little bit of the brown. Sometimes we don't see all the pattern 100%, but I like the texture and the interest that brings. So this one, when it dries, you will see that we will see better. Can you see here? We start seeing them better now. The more they dry, you will see them better.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. I'm not going to do all the pouring. You not see me like doing all the colouring, but I want to do just is. I'm sorry.
Now you do this a lot, and it's a nice technique to just make obviously images pop. And I've seen you in the past put shadow and draw it out your watercolours.
So yeah, what I would say here, if you want to do the same thing here, I'm doing it just quickly to show you, is make sure your ink pad is dry, because we stamped on it, because this is we stamped on acrylics and it takes longer to dry. So use a heat gun if you want to dry it.
Okay.
Or so I'm just bringing some brown here to see if it's balanced with what I did now with the stencil, and then I will see where I can add more colour or not.
Okay.
Yeah, like this. We can do here a bit here for the backgrounds, and I may quickly grab the green.
You've got 1 or 2 pencils hidden away down there.
Yeah, I only have 3. 144. Janet before was like laughing at me. So probably mine not as dry, but I would just try quickly to. Actually, it's dry.
Yeah.
Take the excess and just bring.
It's looking good.
A little bit of it here.
Like that. Nice. And that little pop of colour. Yeah, that's nice. I love the tracks as well. Bipasha is such a talented designer. All your designs, and everyone brings something different to the mix as well, which I love.
Yeah, they're all different. If you see Bipasha, what she does, and then you see, for example, Olga, or you see Tracy Evans, or you see Janet Klein, like they all do something different. They're all talented. They're all nice. Can you see now? Well, obviously I'm Russian, so you can see
autumnal colours. Suddenly now it's a scene. You could imagine this being a scene, a train running through the back of I don't know, the southern west, the deep south.
Same thing.
Yeah. Nice. Do you know what you're very good at, Abs? Is sourcing talent. You're very good at identifying talented designers and bringing them into the fold. Is that something you're particularly passionate about?
Yeah, I love. I like when I see someone talented, and also I like quality work. I don't like just designing for the sake of design, and I like really quality work, quality designs, and when I picked all the designers and I followed them for some time and I checked everything, and then
got a minute.
Yeah. Oh, a minute. Okay, so I'm not gonna continue coloring. I will do it later. So I will show you what it goes.
Okay.
So just here, so my design starts popping. Can you see the train? More than before. What you can do here, because we have the die cut here, that one is a bit good. What I can use here.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm trying to see which one is the best way, or to do it here. I will see here. Yeah. So what you can do actually, I will see which one to put better, because I have another one maybe. Or I can just grab some bits of
nice.
this
that
one.
Works. Yeah, I like that.
That one a bit of contrast with the big colours. No, not for this one.
The team like that.
Yeah.
The red at the top. You got options.
Yeah, maybe
the team like that.
Middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, also this one. I like this one as well.
Well, you know what you could do? Split it in half.
Yeah.
Put the yellow down there and the red up there.
Yeah, this one actually, I really like it like this. So we have a lot of sentiments here on all different stamp set. I'm going to add some sentiments, finishing the colouring properly. Do the grey, as I said before, for the shading, but also here for the smoke coming out of the train.
Time's beating us, I'm afraid. Got to tell you that Abs will be returning tomorrow live at 9, 1 and 5. That's UK times if you are watching in Europe and in America. Thank you so much wherever you're watching right now. Thank you so much for joining us. Big thank you to you, Abs.
Thank you, Echo.
Do make sure to check out your baskets as well. You won't be disappointed. We are limited stock with our big bundle, but everything has been busy, and I really hope you've enjoyed it, because that's the whole point of Hochanda. We want to inspire you and bring you the very best. Thank you, Abs. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, speaking of the best, we got Sentimentally Yours, our weekend wow, which has been so popular. So Phil will be up next. It is a repeat hour. Then we got All in Create, a one-day special, and then fabrics with the Mill Shop online.
Hi, I'm Hayley. Join me for some amazing Fabric Freedom shows. Fabric Freedom design all their fabrics here in the UK, and they design them with quilters in mind, so they're really good at picking out those unidirectional prints, really nice and small prints so you can work on smaller patchwork projects, and paste prints as well, which is one of their signature fabrics. They do lots more fabrics besides quilting cottons, so tune in to the Fabric Freedom shows here on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Leslie from Chocolate Baroque, and we design and manufacture our own rubber stamps right here in the northeast of England. We have a wonderful in-house designer called Sue, who hand draws all the images, which we then transfer into rubber stamps. We have very, very elaborate designs. We have everything from steampunk right through to beautiful florals, and then we have scenic and we have words. Our stamps are beautifully elaborate, very, very detailed, exquisitely etched, and the quality is next to none. So good that if you look after your stamps, we guarantee them for a lifetime. Whether it's stamping, mixed media, or art journaling, join us at Hochanda for our journey into everything creative and messy, and see what you can create with our stamps.
Flexi Order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi Order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi Order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping baskets, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. It's your weekend. Wow.
I can't believe I've had you twice in the same day.
I know.
I've never had you so often.
I've come in special on a Friday.
Oh, you are good.
Boom.
Oh, of course, it's Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Oh, little darling, thank you. And I've had a good time.
Well, it's been a lovely day.
It has.
Because obviously we're coming with you and our lovely Julia.
I know.
And I've got Mr. Abs this evening, so I've got a fabulous day.
You've had a good day.
It's been a good day. And this hour, we've got loads to show you, but Phil's going to show you his box.
I am indeed. I can't wait to show you my box. Shall I show you my box
Go
now?
on.
Right,
because I don't
forgot
want
to show
the
you earlier. Now, I
suspense.
spent ages on this, and Julia will tell you. So obviously, I wanted
That
to.
is a beautiful box.
I'll let you.
Bear with. Oh, don't move. Don't keep moving.
Look, I don't offer to show you my box very often. Let's make the most of
this,
it.
look at
Right,
this.
are you ready? So
beautiful.
I spent ages on this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Phil's box when it bursts.
I've
That's
got such a pretty box there, look.
Oh, look at
Look
that,
at that.
Phil.
So this is an exploding box. Where
Can we do
are
a little bit like this? There you are. Let's just open it out a bit. That's beautiful.
Isn't it gorgeous? It took me a while to do, I've got
papers.
to say, but how beautiful is that?
Yeah,
so it's
that is
featuring-
beautiful.
Obviously, I've used the flower dies in there. I've used the stamps in there. I've used the leaves in there, I've used the glitters in there, and you can see that all these lovely papers, these are from the new ones today, the polkas and pinstripes. But how special is that?
I'm going to show the lid as well, because the lid's well nice.
I know.
See, look at the lid.
So I've got the leaves on there.
That's beautiful.
So you know this bit here that's sticking out?
Yeah.
That's actually the waste from when I've snipped the lids, snipped the leaves down.
Ah, yeah.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, that is beautiful. And I like
so easy to do.
curling the petals the other way. That looks really effective.
So much you can do with these flower stamps, told you.
Yeah.
So there you are, love. I'm so glad I've showed you my little box.
I'm glad we did that right at the top of the hour.
Set you up for the hour,
And
hasn't it?
yeah. Oh, I don't know what else can top that. The demos better be good after that, aren't they?
Well, we won't be doing one of them. That took me about 4 hours. But it is fab and it is something a bit special.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Now, you've got 2 options in your weekend wow. First of all, you've got elegance, which is absolutely beautiful. Or you've got your romantique. Now, these are exquisite. Both options are approaching a third gone, which is interesting. Because I wonder if you know what I mean? It's I wonder how people are shopping. That's very interesting.
I hope you're not buying that and that. And
yeah,
then,
me too.
Because that's just crazy.
Yeah. Because obviously, so with your 2 options, 2 payments, £33.96, you're saving £5 off both options. So you can go that way. However, then there's the big bundle. The big bundle, you get everything, but you are getting a further £5 saving. So it's still a £5 and a £5. So it's still that carried forward, so that tenner carried forward, and then an extra £5 taken off. So essentially saving £15 there. And that price drops to £135.92. But Freedom members, it is way better for you guys because that saving drops to £18.09. Well, and you've still got that £10 that's been carried over from both options. So it's actually £28 you're saving.
Wow.
It's 28 quid.
I'm just going to equate that for you. That is one of the sets of dies for free because they're going to RRP at 22 quid.
Yeah.
And that's half of one of the set of stamps for free as well. So you're effectively getting nearly that side for nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That is amazing, isn't it? Freedom members. And they don't pay postage, which is £2.95.
Even better. Even better. So clearly it makes sense to go for the full bundle.
Yeah, and it makes sense to be a Freedom member. It really does.
Absolutely.
Right, let's talk about what you're going to get because these are beautiful. If I pick up the first option,
so what I've done is I've designed. You know me and my flowers. They need to be beautiful. They've taken a long time to do, and I wanted a set that was either standalone. So if you only wanted maybe. You did only want 2 sets, they will work on their own or they will work together. I wanted you to be able to use the dies, sorry Leonie, I wanted you to be able to use the dies just as standalone dies.
Beautiful.
But then you know when you want to make something really special and you want to enhance it?
Yes.
This is why I've included these stamps. These stamps are incredible.
Yeah,
so think about adding them to the die cuts, think about creating backgrounds with them, think about creating extra embellishments with them and colouring them in, which we're going to be doing later on. So many different ways to use them. Now you'll notice that all 4 are completely different shades, but all 4 are 4 petal.
Okay.
And I've done that, I told you earlier, when I designed them I've done 12 petals, 8 petals, and I've settled on 4 because 4 is the easiest to shape and mould.
Perfect.
I like to create lots of different flower shapes, so although you've got 4 different shapes and designs there, the combinations are actually unlimited because you can shape them up, shape them back, you can fold them, you can grease them, and so on and so forth.
And you don't have to stick one shape. You can marry the different shapes together.
And I will just warn you that these savings, this is the only time you'll see these savings. So even if you see, which you are likely to see them again on mine and Julia's shows, you'll never see them at this price again. So this really is the time to go for the whole bundle.
Amazing. And I mean, the whole bundle is beautiful because you get so much.
And you've got everything.
I mean, look at the amount of flowers. When you're doing these, I mean, you can stamp all of those on a page, die cut all of those in just one go.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, you're going to be able to create so many embellishments.
I love this one.
I love this one.
This is the enchantment one. So what you've got, can you see at the bottom? So on the dies and on the stamps, you have extras of the 2 smallest sizes. Because it's like going to work mode again. So the bottom die, look, the smallest flower, you've got 3 dies. And then the next one up, you've got 2, because these are the ones that you tend to cut more and more and more because you need extras, you need more. So I've included those. And in the stamps, you have extra designs in the small ones as well, the 2 smallest ones. So you've got all the ones with the gorgeous little dotty details in. And then you've got the ones with the tapered border on the outside. They're absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, they are exquisite. I'll show you the last one as well. I just adore the detail of the dot designs.
Yeah, and it does it all for you. So whether you like to stamp and emboss as I do, perfect. If you like to just stamp with ink and die cut, perfect. You know you're going to get the precision stamping every time.
Yeah, I love these. Right, we need to show finished samples. I do need to point out as well, if you're purchasing today, any of the purchases on the show, you are getting your freebie. And you can see that there. It is one per household. And I love this because that's obviously
I know. So when we were
everything.
talking about, obviously it's our anniversary weekend, I wanted to do something special. I've saved the flower dies and stamps for this weekend because I know you've all been waiting for them. But the free gift, I didn't want to just throw something in random. I wanted you to be able to use it. So what you have there is it's actually 4 stencils in one, 4 border stencils in one. So all 4 flower shapes you can see are featured there, which then means you can use them with your dies, with your stamps, and to create even more backgrounds. You can use your texture paste. So use your texture paste, then die cut them, so on and so forth.
So much
so
you
many
can do
ways
with
to do them.
And they are so handy, but it is while stocks last on your freebie. Now, did you say half of the stock has gone with your freebie? So it is a first come, first served kind of deal. Right, finished samples. When we looked at finished samples earlier, this one was one of my favourites. That is beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely.